All right. We're alive. Let's see if chat is here in time. There it is. Good job, Richard. What a snag. All right, hold on. I need to get the old pen and paper out. Good stuff. All right. Actually, everyone's so on board right now. Good job, everybody. Good job. Wow, that's crazy. Right out the gate, y'all come in swinging. What's up, Cappy? All right. Richard. And then we got Rack. And then we got Sparrow. And then we got Ultra. And then we got Ted's. And then Cappy. And Lone Pug. Damn, y'all have filled up the list so fast. Hey, Brody. What's up, N-Boss? Wilhelm Gunther. All right, you guys, it's best if it's over on Twitch. It actually works on Twitch. All right. Wilhelm. And then Senator. All right. Catmane's up with the first symbiote skins. Let's go. Yeah, I saw that. That's pretty cool. N-Boss. All right. Okay. Then we got Ducky Z. Hello, Ducky Z. I was here last stream. I know, but I reset the list every single time. This is my third time trying to get in. You are currently in a good spot. Assuming we don't get any subs ahead of you, it's very likely we get to you today. How do you get replay codes? You go to your match history. When are you doing the rank thing next? There's a lot of demand for this, and I'm a man of the people. So I am a people pleaser, and I will do this so long as there is demand for it. All right, Leafies. I got Fresher Monkey first, all right? And then Leaf. Okay, cool. Cool. All right. So, that was fast. Shall we actually get into this here, huh? I changed my profile icon. Take a look. I went to the... being that I spent my credits on the Punisher skin, I figured I should actually do the Punisher thing. How's it look like? It's fine. I think I prefer the Rocket one. It's okay. Nisa, I have a fun game to show you today. I also got, like, a handful of games here. Nope, not that. A handful of games here where I actually just popped off. Like, I'm interested in potentially showing, because these games, I was on caffeine, and, bro, I freaking popped off, bro. Insanely good decision-making, insanely good aim. Ah, it was so good. It was so good. Can you place Wilhelm Gunther with Fresher Monkey? Are you the same person? I need Wilhelm to speak up, if that is the case. It didn't tell me that I was on the list. Is that necessary? No, I've got you on my list. Train you up and you too can hit Celestial. I have no... Like, I'm confident I could hit Celestial. It's just a matter of time. I end up doing stuff like this and watching other people's games. All right. Richard. I need your... Not under match history. It's under favorites. Right. I need your replay ID, please. Thank you. 107 020 46008. 46008. Oh. This is this one. I thought we did this one. Yeah, I'm confident we did this one. Okay. Yes, I'm Fresher Monkey. Okay, sounds good. Got you. Let me scratch off Fresher Monkey and replace Wilhelm. Okay. Got you. I'm the Moon Knight. All right. Okay, we've seen this game already, but I will take a look-see here. Okay, I switched. That should be fine. All right, let's get into it. Existed this one. It's the same game. Yeah, a lot of people are doing this game. Apparently, this game was, like, hype as shit. Let's get into this here. Come on. There's lots of pick bands happening here. I can close YouTube now. Yeah, you can close YouTube now. It really was. All right. Can you tell me what place I'm in, please? Sure. I'll read off the list. It's currently active, Richard, then Rack, then Sparrow, then Ultra, then Ted's, then Cappy, then Lone Pug, Fresher Monkey, Senator, End Boss, and then Leaf. All right. You said you were the Moon Knight. Oh, this was the... You actually had an amazing game. You were catching people all the time with that ult. Drawing a big old circle around them, playing Pokemon Wranglers. Electric Panda, got you. Y'all, just putting it out there. If you want to bump yourself up the list, subs are the way to go. That's the best way to get seen. These are free, of course, but, you know, it feels fair to give those people who support us a little bit of an advantage. Let's hope I'm not getting edged to death today. You're a little down on the list, I will say. All right, let's see what you got. Immediately throwing some pressure on the Widow is good. Just let her know that you know that she's there. She's not going to get away with it. Lots of bunch ups here. Looking for onks. Yep, just throwing in damage here. Using that to get the heal up is good. Still maintaining pressure, though. Good positioning on that. Notice how he used that to stay in the fight. Notice that his health is low, and he's continuing to put in pressure, right? Just because you've taken damage doesn't mean you stop doing your job. You don't need to be full health to deal damage and such. Lots of damage. Good. He's still keeping his stuff up. Like, you see what I'm saying? This is good. This is good. He knows he took damage, and he's staying with it. Farmed up his ult. He's ready to go. I like how he's bobbing in and out of cover. It's making him harder to hit. It's good stuff. Pop the ult down. Got two. One was the assist. Good. Taking your time is good because you're not like a point-blank type fighter. You let the rest of your team go first. This is really good so far. This is very good stuff. What rank is this? This is scrimmages. These are scrimmages that we host on our Discord. We've seen this game from a lot of different perspectives, and now we're seeing it from the Moon Knight that was absolutely ripping people up. Yeah, you've been supplying a shite ton of damage to your team thus far. And you are even MVP. Very nice. I'm peak at Plat 1, by the way. Yeah. I feel like a lot of players aren't accurately rated. Some players are ranked lower than what they should be. Some are ranked higher. Yeah. Should have seen that coming, but that's okay. Again, I love how patient you're being. Like, you're staying right behind your team here. Punishing their bunch up. Okay. Pull back. We're red, remember, right? Yep, pulling back. Good. Use this to stay alive. Yeah, remember, we're red fighting blue, so the blue stuff on the ground is not ours. Yeah, pull back just a bit. I love your use of the team up. Legitimately great use of the team up. Momentum use, the ults didn't quite get anything for it. Team's able to clean up after it, though. Good stuff. Yeah. It's tempting to hold on to the ult for too long, right? To really try to get something juicy. It's much more valuable to guarantee, like, one kill if that allows you to snowball the rest of the team, especially if you're getting your ult super duper early, right? Like, so far, this has been great. Now he's pushing payload. The rest of the team's coming back. He's being really patient here. I've seen more idiots on Celestial than GM. That's fair. Celestial's its own hell, yeah. Use your team up again. Again, I love your use of this team up here. You're basically using it like deployable cover, right? Because you get that little bit of healing, but you also still keep cover near you. Like, look how he's holding near these corners, right? He's giving himself an out in case he needs to pull the hell out. In case something dives him or whatever the case may be, he's set. He's being patient. He's doing that poke and sustain shenanigans here. Ult's coming down, but he doesn't really need to respect it because the rest of the team is, you know, so up right now. That's okay. That's okay. Yeah, see how he stuck with his team there a little bit? Like, the rest of his team should have pulled back, but he didn't just leave them alone, right? He actually stayed with them in order to maintain that pressure with them because they need him. It's better to die as a team than to trickle individually. So he stood with them. Good stuff. Probably coordinating something right now. I gotta remember, this is Scrim, so they're gonna be in Discord talking, right? Of which we will not get to hear.
Someone is shooting at us.
Trying to find an entry here. I like that you're not forcing yourself to the doorway, right? Popping ult. That was kind of a bad time. That was a little forced. That was a little forced. And I think you know it. You know that too. Yeah, take a little bit more time with that. Try to get a better view on target. At this point, there's so much high ground so close to the rest of everything. I'm hoping you're going to be looking for high ground here. Let's see.
Still not dead.
Yeah, because everything thus far has been good because your team is like sticking with you and you're sticking with your team. You've got that mutual trust. Coming out at alternate angles, good. Gotta be careful, which he is, good. Staying near cover. My aim is worse on high ground. You're Moon Knight, you throw onks. Even still, it's still better for you to be on high ground. There's a reason it's memed to death, bro. It's so valuable to get. Farming ult here. Yep, don't overstay your welcome. You have healing. It is time to go. Yep, good. And jump the hell out. Good, 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 good. Again, how he's spacing himself is great. What's the list like right now? I read it out a little while ago. Staying behind his tank here. I was going to say he's a little far forward. It's a little far forward. This area right here is kind of rough. So I'm hoping he uses his ult to create an opening. Basically, think of it like, well, okay, there's the support ult. I was going to say, think of it like an inverted support ult, you know? Like you use the support ult to make space for the rest of your team. I was hoping he's going to do that, but the opposite. But, you know, his team did that for him, so no worries.
I am ready to put on a show.
Pop it down. Finish up the rest of the group. Good, good, good. Good stuff. Excellent stuff. Yep. That was good use of it. Yeah, Moon Knight, just like all the other sustainers, get most of their value by just, you know, staying back, letting the tanks do their job, dealing damage, right? Just chunking damage in. His job is not necessarily to finish kills, although that would be nice. His job is more to get them to the point where the rest of the team can clean them up, right? Yeah, good use of the ult. Enemies popping ult here. That's okay. Taking your time. Scarlet Witch did not get what she was looking for. That's okay. Existence, we know from the other perspective, is having a grand time right now. Literally on 1 HP. 1 HP. All right, he's alive. That was rough. Best advice is don't insta-lock DPS when you can't aim. If you're gonna insta-lock DPS, do it in an area where you're confident in your skills or you can practice, right? Obviously this is scrim, so this is not the time to practice. There's my second existence kill, yeah. The one that you were upset about. You split up a little bit from the rest of your team there, but that was just because their kind of things went a little south on the top. Again, I really like how you're using cover. I really like how you're using cover. Legitimately better than some of the highest ranked players that I've seen. Like, I know players who don't use cover like you do. And it makes me very happy. Scrum's not the time to practice the scrims for like a tourney? Yeah, basically. He has ult again. Put it deep. See what he can get. Good stuff. That's 2. Excellent. Press advantage. Yeah, his positioning is so good. All right, now you can be really aggressive here. You've got your ult down. Yeah, press the gas a little bit here. Press the gas a little bit. Yeah, we could have saved a couple more there. It's all right. We're good. We're good. Push payload. So at this point, I'd like you to start, like, stopping them in their spawn. Something that your team didn't actually do a very good job of. That ult was very wasted. Good stuff. Yeah, I'd like to see a little bit more aggression when you have advantage, yeah? But I love your use of cover, and your positioning is all very, very good. That existence kill scared me. Yeah. What are you thinking, chat? What are we thinking thus far? Where is he? Why am I blanking? There you are. What are we thinking, chat? I'm really liking this gameplay thus far. Like, I know it's not the most complicated, but, like, if you stack the deck in your favor, it doesn't need to be, right? The fancier your gameplay is required to be, probably the worse your positioning is. What's up, Dr. Funky Kong? Okay, now we're on tank, which will be interesting. We'll see how this plays out. I'm hoping we still use some of that cover discipline that we've seen earlier. Yep, stopped him there. Again, see how he's shielding even though he's full health? That's because he's shielding for the rest of the team. Like, again, I think you're doing a great job. It's always strange versus strange. Yeah, but see how he's using his shield, not necessarily to keep himself alive, right? Like, now he is, right? But prior, it was to keep his team alive, to keep the firepower going. Put damage where you can. I'm hoping he targets the squishy stuff. Right? Don't just try to pillow fight the tanks. Close, close, close. Looks like most of your supports. Nice. Got the ult off just in time. Again, stop pillow fighting the tanks. Go for the supports. Unfortunate. Yeah, big point of complaint is what your targets, what you're doing for target prioritization is not great. I think you caught the Strange first. Very nice. You should absolutely not have popped that. But yeah, don't sit there and try to bully the tanks, tank v tank. If given the opportunity, take away their fangs, take away their healing, right?
Usually I create my own shield.
Pulling back just a little bit, holding this cover. Yeah, this is the general angle that you want to be holding here, because this area right here is rough. Counter ult coming down. Yeah, use the exclamation point to join command. There we go. Now we're trying to find the right targets. It's unfortunate we don't have anything really to do with it, but we can just farm ult here. Dangerous, find your team. Keep your team alive. Unfortunate. Okay, again, only so much you can do here. Only so much you can do here. Again, the only thing I have complaints with thus far is a little bit more aggression on the squishier targets. No prime subbing. No prime subs have happened yet. Swapped off to the DPS. It's probably the right call here. Calcium swapping over to your Strange, which is good. Yeah, prime subs do work, by the way. They do count. You can tell he's still in tank mode, like how he's positioning. Here we go. Now we're starting to set back into DPS mode. Firing it down range. Dropped it right on top of him. Very good, very good. Good stuff, good stuff. Okay, you're chilling. The swap was a good call. The swap was the correct call. Let's see what you do with your downtime here. Walking the point back is good. I'm hoping you're coordinating or communicating here. Okay, you know a portal's coming. Again, this is where I'd be like, all right, you know what? Let me just set the high ground for just a little bit. Let me see if I can catch this. You know Uwu's coming into counter. We saw this earlier. Didn't quite catch what he was looking for. Yep. Bunched up, bunched up, bunched up. Yep. Again, I'll preach the good word of high ground until the day I die. That would have been a great time for it, right? Just to at least see where it's coming from and then react accordingly. Try not to bunch too much up with your team. Like, it's good to stay with your team. There's a fine line between being with your team and being bunched up, right? It's not letting me my prime sub. It should. Could have canceled the portal. True, he could have, yeah. That's what you're saying. Get him to bobble around a little bit. With the knock-up. Being a little aggressive here. There's your tanks. Surprised they didn't punish you here. Since the Ankh has infinite range. I don't know if that interrupts a Strange, though. Because I think it has to be a proper stun. Cut on the ult. Good stuff. Yeah, your positioning of these ults is great. Because you're putting it a little bit behind them. Because the natural instinct is to pull back, right? You're putting it a little bit behind them so that they have to deal with you. Right? They have to come to you. Else they eat the ult. Yeah, they're really out of firepower right now. Overcommit from your team here a little bit. Little overcommit of resources. You already had that fight. That was already a fight you're gonna win. Again, that's not your fault. It's more just a general team thing. They're resetting. The enemy team's resetting, which is smart. Carefully your positioning here. You're a little far forward. Liable to get jumped on. Okay, you're pulling back a little bit. Good. I'd like to see a little bit more Ankh usage. I feel like in general... Oh, that was excellent on his part. And he was using high ground! Yeah. I feel like in general, we're missing out a little bit, even if it forces the enemy team to kind of like deal with it, right? I feel like we're missing a little bit of that extra damage that we could be having. Chat, do we agree? We know that they end up getting this next point. Let's see if we could have stopped it. Lots of things here. You have ult. I'd have liked to have seen it a little bit further back. Yeah, a little bit further back. It's over, Wolf's Bane. I have the high ground. More Ankh usage would be good. Yeah, I'd like to see a little bit more Ankh usage. Definitely. Ult placement might have been able to save that. If that was a little bit further into their team, that might have been able to save that. Yeah, you are way out of position. Stupidly out of position, and I'm glad you're punished for it. You underestimate my power.
I've come back.
Don't try it. There it is.
Only 60 seconds left.
Scrim's game? Yeah, it's a Scrim's game. A little rough on the mechanical aim there. That's okay.
Love battlefield medicine.
You're a little out in the open here a bit. Like, you're far enough back away from the door should be too much of a problem, but you are back in an open area. Like, you know that there's ranged fight on the enemy team, right?
By the eye of Agamotto.
Yeah, lack of pullback on that team. Lack of pullback there. That's going to hurt.
I'm ready to put on a show.
This is where the brawl happens, right here. The fight always seems to break loose right there. All right.
The right heroes could make all the difference.
Yeah, I'd have liked to have seen just a little bit more playing advantage. Just a little bit more playing advantage, right? Just a little bit more like we know we have countably 2 dead, right? Let's kill. Let's push, let's kill.
The worst part
Yeah?
of white costumes? The blood stains. Am I right?
I wouldn't know. I don't fight to hurt people. I fight to heal them.
Hold on, one of those
When I'm
guys' name
done
is
here,
Gigafloppa.
you'll
Yeah,
have plenty of folks to
from our
heal.
Discord.
Trust me.
Something tells me I should start with you.
He's one of the purples, that's right.
Securing the missionary.
All right.
Only 60 seconds.
What type of gameplay do you find the most fun to watch? The ones where the person who submitted can learn the most.
Anyone willing to help?
The Thor pick on the enemy, or the Groot pick on the enemy team is interesting. Okay, you've got a man down here. You've got to be a little careful. Again, this would be such a good opportunity. See how Uwu's positioning up there? That would be such a good opportunity for you to get more access to the battlefield while still keeping yourself protected. Again, aggression, aggression. Play aggro here. You've got major advantage. All right, now it's time to pull back. Got you, Jojo. There we go. Sorry. Nice triple. Very nice. Not sure what we were aiming at there.
Smiled on us.
Moon Knight needs to take his meds again. Like how he didn't waste the ult here. Yeah, again, this is like the play your advantage, know what you've got kind of a deal. Use the Ankh effectively. Yeah. Alright, we have ulti. We're looking to just win like 1+ gunfight. right? 1+ team fight. Didn't catch anybody with it. But it did force some really awkward positioning. See how he basically split the team there? Unfortunately, not much came of it. Didn't know the invis was in there, TBH. That's fair. That's fair. That's fine. You just farm ults. Calcium's going for the dunk. Good avoidance out of the enemy Luna there. Just farm that ult. Farm that ult. Awkward positioning. Awkward positioning. Ooh, narrowly avoided. Can he get back? Can he get back? Can he get back? Scarlet Witch putting in work. Unfortunate. I would have, again, aggression is your biggest weakness. Out of everything right now, like, your positioning is so good, but you're missing that switch that goes from, like, I'm doing a good job of keeping targets at range, I'm dealing damage, right, to now I've got that advantage. Let's keep playing advantage. Don't let them breathe. Right? Like to see a little bit more out of that. But other than that, it's pretty good. Like, again, I think your patience is your biggest tool right now. See how you do on defense. Got to give him these hands. Exactly. Let's skip ahead just a bit. There we go. YouTube live chat's so dead right now, not gonna lie. Not a lot of people chat when the games are going. I'm a little distracted anyway.
Khonshu seems to be enjoying the end of all that is a bit too much.
Again, I'd like to see some onks here. Like, even if they go down immediately, there's literally no reason not to just pop it out. Yeah, there's a severe underusage of onks. Like, you're doing a really good job of keeping damage on targets, with a severe underusage of onks. Again, if nothing else, then as a distraction. Moon Knight's melee does knockback. I did not know that, actually. Is it the third hit? You have ult. Wait. Got one, surprisingly. Yeah, I would have liked to seen a little more patience with that, forcing the enemy team to, like, when they're diving in all at once, right? Because that Moon Knight ult can actually deal quite a bit of punishment. There's some onk usage. You seem to be using it purely when there's people directly on top of you. But, like, you have more of them. Like, there's no reason not to use them if you have them off a cooldown, you know? Just put it on the wall. It's right next to the W key. Yeah. Onkless Moon Knight challenge. Yeah, I'd like to see more onk usage. It's a major flaw in your Moon Knighting. Like, I don't even play Moon Knight, and the fact that onk has been like chilling on cooldown for like the whole game, something ain't right, bro. We need one good wipe here. Hold your cover. Hold your cover. Don't get greedy. Glad you're taking some steps back here. That's good. Stay out of the range of the tanks. Okay, you have ulti. Place it deep. Place it deep. Good positioning. Excellent positioning. Grab 2 with that. Huge. And the team rolls from there. Nice. Close game. Close game. All right, so the big things here. Play advantage when it presents itself to you. Use your onk more. Other than that, your usage of cover is fantastic. I'm a big fan of it. You're making Moon Knight actually look good, which we know that he is not that good. Meta statistics say he's kind of bad. But yeah, good stuff. Good stuff. And you grabbed MVP for it. Look at the damage you pumped out. Almost 50,000 damage. Good stuff. Raccoon, you, my friend, are up. I don't think I've missed any Twitch subs or Prime subs, so we have nobody jumping the line a little bit. Affect the meta, I'm the moon. All right, fair enough, man. Fair enough. Ducky, are you Raccoon? No, you're not. Yeah, I was gonna say, I'm pretty sure Raccoon was Twitch already. Anyway. Alright. 1 0 7 9 7 4 4 9 6 2. 4 4 9 6 2. Alright, what'd you say? Bad Thor gameplay at the start. Been trying to learn him, but he didn't fit the team comp. Swapped to Mag and did better, but still felt largely unimpactful. Alright, we can take a look. Hold on a second here. Oh, not that. Freaky Groot. That is not how we're doing it here today. Short game. Replay has expired. You got anything else? Is the line at full capacity? It's pretty full. Yeah, it's pretty full. I need a different replay code. I punched it in right? Yeah, I punched it in right. It's always December. Yeah, I think the December ones don't work. For anyone in chat that is Discord and one of my opponents, I dare you to ban Moon Knight. I will roll you. All right. Replays expired. What does that mean? It's just not within the time frame, I guess. All right. Different one. What's going on with this one? 1 0 7 2 9 7 4 4 9 6 2. Is this the same one? 4 4 9 6 2. Oh. Again, Central Park, bro. Holy crap. Might have the wrong copy somehow. Okay. Can I add you? You can send me a friend request if you'd like. Alrighty. This is not... This is comp. Damn. Okay. Interesting. So let's see what bands we end up getting here. Just to get an idea. Okay. Namor, Iron Man. That's pretty classic. And then Storm and Emma. Okay. All right. Let me skip ahead just a bit here. We've gotten so many games on this map. All right, Raccoon, which one are you? What's your name here?
They'll be coming in 30 seconds. Stay strong.
Thune. All right, yeah, that I should have known that. There you are. Okay. Is this the game you're talking about? Starting on Thor. Looks good. See what you got.
You have to stop them from securing the mission area.
Thor is all about timing the aggression. All right, we're charging out in the open. First off, probably not the smartest to charge directly out in the open. You know, give yourself a little bit of time to wind up before you jump out. That's okay. Scoop them. Going for the back line. Yeah, you're a little too weak at that. You're a little too weak, and your team is not with you. Part of the problem with Thor right now is that he really, really has to commit to a fight. That is a time to pop Awakening Rune. Use your range. Wait for that opening to spawn for you, and then go swinging. I do wonder if you know the combo. Yeah, we are way overcommitting to fights here. Way overcommitting to fights right now. We need to use Awakening Rune, or we need to stay back and throw the hammer. Absolutely not the play to just keep dashing in like that. That is never going to work. At least not with your team. Oh, we need Awakening Rune. We need Awakening Rune. There we go. Throw it into the crowd, like Moon Knight. Fine, you peel that off. Awakening Rune again as soon as you get it. Yep. Yeah, right now what we're struggling is just like what... Still very trigger happy on the dash, I feel. Yeah. Like, the problem we're having right now is like just generally what's making Thor hard to play right now is that he has very little options to actually break into the fight, right? So we have to basically camp the Awakening Rune until something opens up for us. We can use that dash if it, yeah, like here, that's a good opportunity to use that dash. I'm hoping you know combos too. Why did you watch my replay? You are not next on the list. There is a list. You are not on that. You're not on the next part of that list. Yep. We've got a lot of people ahead of you. You're welcome, Ducky. All right. Now we've decided to swap. I'm hoping, based off of how our positioning is, that this will make a little bit more sense for us. Here we go. Chilling, taking our time. Using our shield. Good stuff. It is time to pull back. It is time to pull back. Oh, man. Yeah, like, we were kind of maybe seeing if something's going to work there. Like, we had shield. You know, we had some healing. There was the enemy that popped the ult in front of us. But as soon as the judge, jury, executioner, and we don't have shield ready to go, it is time to pull back. Yeah, good choice on the swap. Let's see what you can do with it. The enemy team is super distracted right now, which gives you the opportunity to jump in. Do not pop your ult off the cooldown. Good use of the shield there to keep you and your team alive. Your enemies are, your friendlies popping ults. You've got ults. Play aggro, play aggro. Find the squishies. Find the squishy. Kill the squishy. Find the squishy. Kill the squishy. Find the squishy. Kill the squishy. Remember, we are red fighting blue. Would have shielded to, would have given the shield to Wolf. He was low health and going in. Yeah, probably. Good point. Bad Wolverine ult, but that's something else. Yeah, that's not something we can control. Up bits. Got you. I notice you don't use bubble a lot. Yeah, he seems to be using it purely defensively, and it's probably best used as a let my divers do their job thing, right? It's like right there, bubble the Wolverine would have been great. But we're doing a good job of applying pressure. Look how we're taking up this space. Using our health. Take up this space. Good stuff. Yeah, I'd like to see the bubble be used more as a like an enabler. You know, let my team do their job a little bit better. Like right here, that'd been a great time to pop the bubble on any of those targets up there. Like move forward just a bit. Like you have the room. Go take up that space. Don't worry about that. Go take up that space. Yeah, we need to take up that space a little bit better. You've got the supports camp in the zone. Don't worry about that. Yeah, punish him like crazy, please. He's not using it at all, yeah. Popping it there. Yeah, I think a big thing that a lot of players... you know what I'm going to do after this, if y'all are okay with it? I got a game with Mantis that I think, like, does a really good job of showing off the idea of, like, play advantage. Also, use your ult. He should have used it on the Invisible Woman, maybe. Like, there's not really any great targets for him to choose here, you know? Like, there's no, like, Luna Snow, Mantis, etc. So probably should just be popping that down whenever the enemies pop in their ult of their own. Maybe Punisher popping his, or trying to diff the support ult. I got you, Shadow Wolf. Already had you wrote down. Win for the bubble. Tried to make something happen there. There we go. There it is. Good stuff. Good stuff. You know what? Our patience paid off. It worked. Yeah, bubble again. Good cleanup. Get in her face. Get all up in that grill. All up in that grill. You're not skipping me all stream this time. Okay. Huge ult. Yeah, good use of the ults. Good use of the ults. Like he could have had a second ult by then, maybe. Yeah, but got both priority targets. Except they bunched up and he punished them for it. Was saving the ult for the Punisher and the Invis. Yeah, that's fine. So long as you have a plan, it's fine. Right? That's the only important part. Is like sometimes people just either forget or they don't know what their plan is. So long as you have a plan, it's chilling. There we go, using our bubble. Did we use our bubble? No, we didn't. Never mind. I lied. Should have used our bubble. Yeah, definitely use our bubble more. Less on the defensive thing. See, I like how the Magneto's using his bubble right there to keep the... And the Venom profited. Excellent counterexample. Thank you, Venom Magneto. Literally exactly that, right? Enable your team with that bubble. You're holding on to it for a lot. See your targets, kill the target. See the target, kill the target. Don't overuse that right click. You're fine. Yeah, you ain't gonna get anything with that there.
Judge, jury, execution.
Stuff him. Stuff him. Okay, now it's time to pull back. Shields, shields. Your shields aren't cooldown. It's only a 12-second cooldown. Use the bubble when it seems necessary. Bubble's one of the onto my brain, saying you use it defensively because you have so much use there. Def seeing how it can be used for push. Yeah, like the strongest part of Magneto's kit is the ability to A, shut down basically any ult in the game with his ult, right? And B, to allow his team to do things that they really should not be able to do. Hey, Shadow Wolf, thank you for the sub. I'll bump you up the list. Got you there. Shadow, no. Shadow, yes. Thank you, Shadow. Very appreciated. Very appreciated. All right. Back on the Magneto here. We can skip ahead just a little bit here.
30 seconds before you attack. Get ready.
A little bit more. Here we go.
All you need to do is capture the mission.
I'm sorry, all. I'm sorry. Don't apologize.
I can finish this.
You support, like, if this wasn't getting support from you guys through subs and such, we wouldn't really be able to do it. There's other stuff we could do, right? So you keep the channel alive. Don't apologize for that. Very appreciated. Yeah, you can't really hold shield against that turret. Of course the streamer's being kind. What do you want me to say? How dare you sub? Just getting money. Yes, literally. Alright, we're focusing up. Find the support, kill the support. Find the support, kill the support. But Frank also is not a bad choice here. Target prioritize something, please. We're trying. Maybe kill the Punisher that's right in front of you. Gumbo, got you. Not going to get a whole lot through the enemy Captain America ult. Yep. Target prioritization was a bit rough there. That was a bit rough. Not the ADHD mag, anything with that. Yeah, we struggled with the ADHD there just a bit. We definitely struggled with that just a bit. Yeah, I agree. It doesn't seem like he's leading the shots. Looks like he's just kind of like placing them on the target and seeing what happens. I agree. Firmly agree. Complete and utter ignoring. All right, that was dumb, and I think you know that. Totally ignored the Magneto that was in front of you there, and just walked openly into your death. Hey, ADHD got clocked. Shield, shield. Oh my gosh. You tried. Okay, we can play aggressive here. Enemy ult. Okay. We are within it, though. Would not be the worst time. Yeah, way overstaying our welcome there. Way overly greedy. Like, what? As soon as the rest of the team started to pull up, that you should have pulled back. Got to help your team. Yeah, that was way overly aggressive. Ult against Luna during Hawkeye ult and Invis ult. Yeah, you could have countered the Invis ult there. You were already inside, so it wasn't like you didn't have line of sight. Way too aggressive. Pull the hell back. Way too aggressive. Pull the hell back. Yeah, way too aggressive. Thank goodness. Your Wolverine just went massive. Thank goodness. All I heard him say was shield, shield, great time to use your shield. Yeah, that's all I did say. Don't get close to your range shooter. It's just we're being a little too overly zealous. Okay, you know portal's coming down. Keep your eyes open. Keep putting shots on target. Good. It's possible portal got canceled at this point. To be fair, for killing invis ults, you got to force the jump out first. Potentially. Behind. Where's your ears? Yep. You're gonna get rolled. You can also follow the jump. Yeah, you totally can follow the jump. Like, worst case scenario in that situation, right? Like, even if you don't get the invis, you could potentially get, like, their DPS or another support. Forcing them to take it slower. Spend his attention on the skin. Had none left to give the opponents. Team wasn't feeding there, so it's basically feeding. Yeah, we're kind of in this oh shit, oh fuck mode right now. Now we're going for it. It's okay. Yeah, we ended up holding ults there for far too long, and nothing happened because of it, unfortunately. We could have had probably a second ult at this point. Yeah, good to reset with the team, I agree. Find the squishies, kill the squishies, find the squishies, kill the squishies, find the squishies. There we go. Find the squishies, kill the squishies, find the squishies. There we go. There we go. Good stuff. Gumbo, already got you wrote down. Mag is great for killing squishies. Tanks are generally good for killing squishies. Let's looking like it's pretty long, Gumbo. Gonna be honest with you. The heals are great. There's so much potential. Yeah, your healers are going crazy. Your healers are doing so much work right now. That is a very good call out. If you're going high ground, you should be pinging. Find the squishies, kill the squishies, find the squishies, kill the squishies. Alright, the team's back. Pull back. There we go. There we go. There we go. Back it up a step. Arvagamoto, yeah, I could have seen that coming. Where's your bubble? What happened to your bubble? Where'd your bubble go? Where did you, actually, where did you use that bubble? Thank God they jumped off the point.
1, 2, 2.
Not much frontline DPS? Yeah. It could work, though. Which it did. Yeah, your Wolverine was doing a lot of work. Yeah. Big problem was your, well, target prioritization was all over the place. You're getting confused as to which target to end up shooting. Ended up holding the ult for a little bit too long, and you're overstaying your welcome. That's a very common thing we see is people overstaying their welcome. But do you have any questions? I'm pretty sure I dropped bubble on someone at the end there. No clue. The cooldown just vanished. Yeah, it just, no idea what happened to it. Guys to practice the same. Yeah, but that's something you're going to get with time, right? Aim is going to be something you get with time. I don't fault anybody for not having the aim, right? That'll come with time. All right, Shadow Wolf, you're up. What do you want? Give me replay. Use this bubble on Luna 2 seconds before the strange ult. Ah. All right, here we go. In-game name is Oilix. Star-Lord game. Our main strategist Vanguard, but I want to get more comfortable playing with the duelist comp. All right, that is my specialty. DPS is my specialty. 107 35247 35247 536 36. Cool. All right, quick little 11-minute match.
Pick your hero. Or villain. I'm not judging.
There we go. Got you, Shadow. Got you, Rack. Okay, cool. Be a free sub, by the way, because he has Prime. Imagine having Prime SMH. Okay, here we go. Right on money. Let's see what we got. So, Star-Lord is a split between a sustainer as well as a flanker. I'm hoping to see a beautiful mixture of that two, a cocktail, as it were, between sustaining and flanking. Using your high mobility to do what you need to do in order to make the flanking bit happening, and then bursting things down in point-blank range with your sustain. Okay? When to play golf with friends, it's free on Prime. Okay, using our little boost to get in. I like it. Not overly not over pushing that either. It's good. All right, I'm hoping here. Yeah, if you're gonna enter early, you either be patient like that, which is good. Find the squishy, kill the squishy, or you go off in the flank and see if you can get anything on that side. Okay, health is low. Yeah, good to pull back. You need to reset. You need to reset. Pull back with your team. Yeah, overstage, you're welcome. As soon as the health got to half and nobody was healing you, it was time to pull back. Finish off the... Oh, he's so close. Very nice. Good, good, good. Good, good, good. Yes, my aim. See what you can do. Pulling back. Good stuff. Get your heals. Like the jump back there. Good. Find the squishy. Kill the squishy. Find the squishy. Kill the squishy. Good pull back. Smart. Reset with your team if you can. Yeah, good. Backpedal if you can help it. Yeah, it is still time to reset. Don't get rage baited by the Black Panther. It's time to pull. Off on your own. This is fine. Grab a heal. Try to find a target. Use your mobility. What's up, tacos? I see you there. Trying to dodge the Panther tag was good. Yep. Just don't want him to be like, ah, Panther must kill. Pop it, pop it, pop it. Ah, yes, good. Excellent. Kick his ass, kick his ass, kick his ass. Oh, the aim. Come on, get him. Get him. Get his ass. Get his ass. You have it again. Oh, so close. Oh, that was so close. Damn, that was almost beautiful. That was almost so good. Your patience was great. You caught him from behind. You led with the actual damage, and then you finished up with the whirlwind. The aim is so bad. Yeah, that was so close, dude. That was so close. That was almost perfectly executed. But that was good. Like, that was good. Like, even though you didn't, like, get what you were looking for, the fact that you got, like, the motion right, you know? The rest of it will come with time. Hey, Tacos, thanks for the sub. I'll jump you up on the list. Got you here. All right. Yep. Careful not to oversteer. Welcome. It's easy to get greedy. Good. Good, 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 good. I love your management of your boost. That is something that takes a long time to train that you are doing a very good job using. Just keep farming your ults. Just farm your ults. Good. I like that you swap targets here. You have ult. It is time to swap over into I'm going to kill everything mode. Find something big. Decided not to. Okay, that's fair. Going after the Panther, smart. I love your puppy guarding of this healing pack. Good stuff. Excellent. Excellently done. Excellently done. Literally, I don't think it could have been done better. That was really good. The only thing is like maybe a little bit more aggression, but that takes confidence. Good time to pop the ult, I agree. Here's one. Yeah, put pressure on him. Put pressure on him. Good stuff. Good use of the ult. That's a huge trickle there. Don't pop it yet. Don't pop it yet. Get a little more damage on him. Now. Yes. Good. Good. The Star-Lord is excellent. Your Star-Lord play is so good. Your instincts are there. Like, you've got the instincts for it. And the turn back, love it. Find the supports, kill the support. Good stuff. Excellently done, dude. Excellently done. Like, yeah, the aim could have been better here and there, but, like, overall, the decision was very good. I think the only thing, broadly speaking, I could say that I would like to see you be a little bit more on top of is you're overstaying your welcome just a bit. I'd like to see you be like, you know what? I got my pound of flesh. It's time for me to like bail. Not when you're going after people, but when you're like the team fight breaks and you're left alone, basically. Right? You're staying out there a little bit. You've gotten lucky thus far that you haven't been punished for that.
Your war against the surface threatens men and
But yeah, everything else, good stuff. They get baited easily. You absolutely do.
it is my brothers and sisters.
Do DPS always have to fling? When you're not flinging, you can inflict damage? What do you mean by fling? Enemies in the front line? You mean flying? Either bait it or just get greedy for the KO. Yeah, for sure. Sticking with the team here. Throwing some shots down. Notice the mines. Keep that in mind here. Yeah, putting some damage here. It's something to help with the aim, by the way. Use your feet. Use your feet to aim. I know it's a little weird, but if you think about using your feet to aim, it actually helps a lot. Gotcha, Crota. All right, let me focus up here. With your group. Yeah, you're doing a real, like, this is really good Star-Lord play, just in general. Like I said, your instincts are really on point. I love that you stuck it out for that. You already had man advantage there. Flank. Oh, gotcha. I think that flank was what the guy's saying. Yeah, gotcha. Can you elaborate on the feat to aim? Sure. Let me get a game after this. Once this is over, I'll show you what I mean. Dump the mag. Yep, there you go. Just farming ults here. It's good stuff. I would like to see you jump in once your Hulk gets in there and pop down your elemental barrage. Careful. A little too far forward. I like the flank behind. You have ulti. Good to take your time on that. Careful, those would be mines over there. Rocket's gonna be able to get out of that. Yep, good cancel. Good. Like I said, just excellently done. Now's what I'm talking about, like to regroup with your team a little bit. That would have been a good time. Star-Lord, man, I'm proud of him. Yeah, he's doing a good job. Nobody wants to play golf with friends. Yeah, now that's what I was talking about. Like, I think you're overstaying your welcome a little bit. Good. Don't over challenge that. Not your fight. Good to stay patient. Yep. Good. Love that you did not try to take that 1v1. Yeah. Ended up not working out, but that's okay. I'm overstaying my welcome too now. Yeah, get the hell out of here. Nobody wants to talk to you. Nobody wants to play golf with you. Oh, you're good. You're good, man. Yeah, he's doing a good job, though. I'd like to look for an opportunity to pop ult now. Bail the hell out. Good stuff. Find the health pack. Good stuff. Go high, pop ult. Go high, pop ult. Go high, pop ult. Looking for the Panther. Yeah. We've been holding our ult for too long. Even if to just sweep people off the point.
Can't keep me down for long.
Get high, pop ult. That's what it's your motto in life. If you aren't getting high and you aren't popping your ult, what are you doing? You know? Yeah, holding on to the ult for a little bit too long here. Also, don't be afraid to pop down that elemental barrage a little early on the Panther, just to force him to kind of like space off of you a little bit. Just to let him know, like, hey, I've got damage on you. You can't get too silly up in here. The thing is, you draw attention away from the front line, so your team can either walk up or keep pressure. Yeah, exactly. Like, flanks are great, assuming you stay alive. Because even if you don't actually kill anything, it's forcing the enemy team to deal with you. That guy's controller disconnected? Not sure what's happening there. Again, we are holding on to our ult for way too long. Even right here, it would be totally fine. Just to force them to walk back. Think of it like a support ult, right? That's the analogy I give. So far, main points get high pop ult, be less greedy for the KOs. Yeah. holding onto the ult just a little bit too long. But overall, good. Good stuff. Yeah, we definitely could add a second one by now. They might get this one, it looks like. Maybe. Ooh, okay. Clipped. I'm getting you canceled now. Good try. I would like to see you try. Careful, you know the enemy ult. That's not your fight. Okay. Yeah. Fortunately, because we got a little distracted there, our magic died for that. Absolutely could have jumped that Black Panther and at least forced him back. Grabbing healing. Are they going to get it? Yes, they are. Okay. We go to round 3. Am I still loading? Damn, I think I overloaded it. Oh, interesting. Okay. And now it all goes downhill. Does it now? Does it? All right, let's see what you can do. Oilix currently is scratching his ass. He's looking for a butt nugget. There we go. He's back. He's alive. I think I'm used to holding on to ult for defensive ult strategists, that I'm not mentally training myself to pop them. Hold on. That's not incorrect. Just multiply it by -1. Right? So instead of thinking of, like if you're a strategist and you're trying to get into the mindset of how to use a DPS ult, instead of thinking I'm trying to keep things from going wrong, try to put yourself in the mindset of I'm trying to make things go wrong. Right? That can literally just be, I'm making space for my team and forcing everybody to go run and hide. That's a very legitimate use of that, especially if you're just constantly not able to get out of spawn. Yeah? Tell me what place I'm on the list? Sure. I will read the list that I am likely to get to, possible to get to. Next is Sparrow, Ultra, Teds, Cappy, Lone Pug, Fresh, Senator, N-Boss, Leaf, Electric, Jojo. Anything past that, there's no way. Unless people like don't show up, there's no way. Anyway. Okay, good to know. That's helpful since Star-Lord causes people to freak out when they hear it. It's a very powerful ult. Trying to dodge. Yeah, a little earlier on that would be good. Also, don't be afraid to, like, backpedal him. Like here. Force him to, like, bait him to come to you and just backpedal him. If he wants to stay out in the distance like that, let him. Who cares? Yeah, got a little distracted. Easily baited. Easily baited. 100%. Knowing when to use your ult is most important. Yeah. You're so baited by this. Ah, okay. At least you're with somebody here. Make it an unfair fight. Yeah, general rule of thumb, by the way, like the point of strategy is fight unfair. Now, that doesn't mean cheat, but that does mean put yourself in an advantageous position. Don't let your magic die. Stay with her. Damn, your magic just absolutely soloed him. I'd use the barrage more frequently knowing my aim isn't good. I mean, he's doing fine. Right? He's doing fine enough, but I would like to see a little bit more barrage usage, specifically on this this Panther. Specifically. Like 25% of my games, 25% of games, my team misses 100% of the onks. True. Force the res here. Feels like he's wasted last barrage for no reason, not hitting anything. That's fine so long as it's like forcing pressure. You know, it's like forcing him to come back. Yeah, we spent way too much time trying to bait this, or trying to take down this rage bait Black Panther over there. Don't pop ult, don't pop ult. We're fine. Good use of that. Good use of that. Like, your timing and your understanding of when to use the barrage is really good. Like, the barrage doesn't always have to be a kill tool either. It can just be a get off me tool. Good stuff. Yeah, I like that you didn't pop bolt. You didn't need it. You're fine. Nothing was pushing. Things were staying where they should be. So, yeah, you're good. Wasting time on Panther? Yeah, spent way too much time on the Panther. Way too much time on the Panther. Very easily baited. How'd we do? Let me see my score screen, please. All right, here we go. There you are. All right. 21-6. Good. Decent amount of damage. I'd like to see a little bit more. But great amount of final hits. Good stuff. Good stuff. Alrighty. Yeah, get less baited and don't be afraid to ult, use barrage to get people away. Yep. Yeah, you did good though. Like I said, like legitimately, if you told me you were a Star-Lord man, I'd be like, yeah, okay. Like you're just maybe like lower rank, but yeah, I'd believe you. Can you show the feet aim thing? True. Yeah. Let me talk about that here for a sec. This might just be a console thing. So take this with a grain of salt. Sparrow, yeah, I got you. Give me just a sec. Go to my main.
Right and wrong is wrong.
Mr. Streamer, if I play, can I get a scrim match reviewed? We've got a lot of people on the list here. All right, so common thing, aim, right? But if the adjustment is subtle, use your feet, right? Strafe with them, especially if you've got targets who are strafing, right? Use your feet. I'm not moving my right stick at all, not at all. I'm using my feet, right? As soon as I match their speed, right? I just can stick to that target. You see that? You see what I'm talking about? I'm not touching my right stick here. I slap it on him. I'm using my feet. See what I'm saying? Aim with your feet. That's what I'm talking about. Circle striking keeps the momentum up. That's true. But yeah, like when you've got a subtle movement like this and you need to adjust just a little bit, it's harder to make this movement happen because it's like, think about it like an angle, right? The degree that I'm having to aim out here is a lot bigger. Like a subtle movement, a subtle change out here is a lot of adjustment out there, right? However, if I just shift the graft over, this is much easier to do. What about flyers? It's kind of the same thing, but they're going to be just generally harder. Yeah, they're just generally going to be harder, right? Because they're going to be kind of flying in circles and such. At that point, more of your goal is to like try to predict where they're going to be going. So like say a flyer's like up here and around the corner, right? You're going to try to predict if they're like how they're going to be moving and then just basically keeping it on them and rotating with it. Does that make sense? Hey, Benji with the gifted sub. All right, Benji, I will jump you up the list. Does that make sense? Does that make sense to everybody? I'm going to do Sparrow first. Don't worry. I'm going to do Sparrow first. Then we'll get to the... Well, I do have Buy Tacos ahead. All right, I'm going to do Sparrow. He's been waiting. I'll do Sparrow, then I'll do Buy Tacos. I'll do Benji. All right? Rage Fate. That really does help? Yeah. Good. Crota. Got you. Writing you down. Have a good conversation with Benji later. Yeah, it's so much easier to aim with your feet. And like the thing is, if you've got your sensitivity dialed in, you should be able to like rotate a target, right? So that you can use that subtle, if they're moving a little faster, like if they're out here like this, you can basically think of it like adding two, I'm going to get mathematical here, okay? You're adding two vectors together to create a larger, a bigger scalar on that vector, right? It's easier for me to make a subtle movement with this stick and a subtle movement with this stick, or just crank this stick all the way over and just let it click against my left and right, which on for you guys for PC, it's just going to be, you know, WASD, right? And then just subtly move this. See that? Look how well that's tracking, right? I'm barely moving this and I'm moving my left and right. See that? Is that cool? We good with that? All right. I think it made it mess my sensitivity a bit more. and see what works. I'm going to try the feed aim. Yeah, it's literally a game changer. That was the hardest thing for me to learn coming over to this game because I'm an FPS shooter my whole life. But it's something that you do already in FPSs. It's just way more prevalent here. Way more prevalent. All right, Sparrow. Let me grab you. There we go. And match replays. And then we'll go get back to the list. All right. 1 0 8 0 3 4 3 9072. 9072. Nope, 72. All right, competitive game. It is hot in this room, y'all. It is steamy. I'm actually gonna stand up. This chair is hot. Stay hydrated, everybody. Do you have a use playlist for the music right now? It's just like a thing I've got recorded separately. We do need to do that at some point, by the way, chat. We do need to like change up the music. That was part of the stream goal, the sub goals, which we met. Thank you, Benji. Thank you, Existence. All right. So we're gonna get through this game, and then we're gonna get back to the sub list, the Prime subs and such, Twitch subs. Shit, it's a Celestial game. Don't worry, Sparrow's bad at the game, so we're gonna be able to pick him apart anyway. By the way, if you guys are detecting I'm throwing a lot of shade at Sparrow, it's because I know Sparrow. He's from Discord. I'm in Celestial. We're gonna see some of the worst Celestial game you've ever seen in your life. Here we go. Since 2 people gifted, what's the list now? It is Buy Tacos, Benji, and then you, Crota. Oh, hold on. I'm a little too far. Let me make sure I'm not missing anybody here. 1 second. Got Crota. There's Buy. And then Benji is between this. I know that for sure. I must have skipped over him. There he is. Yeah, okay. Okay, cool. What about me? You are after the sub list. All right, let's go. Choice to have these. Punisher pop that down right there. Good to force them back. That was a whiff. That's okay. Trying to go for something here. Yeah, so we're using our abilities, which is good. Seems to be something a lot of people struggle with. Aim is solid. Looking for the magic. Good grab. Good grab. Good stuff. Good stuff. So far, so good. Where am I on the list? You're a little ways down, Senator. With the subs ahead of you, it's iffy right now. By the way, if you are interested in coming to our anime nights, we're watching Free Run. Discord. That'll be happening at 8. I'll be stopping stream then. Anyhow, let's see what you got. Punisher on the payload is such an interesting sight to see in Celestial. It's not very good. Love the target prioritization. You're doing a good job. And it's a good, you're cycling through your abilities well. I like that you're pulling back. You're not overstaying your welcome. Good stuff. Good stuff. Just putting pressure. We do have ulti, but don't pop it. We don't need it. Try to dash out. We can use our hook. Good stuff. I like that you backpedaled there. Good job. I got special movie theater popcorn for anime night. If you look, the people with good aim make it look so easy because it's simple. These are my heavily contemplating between submitting an actual game I had and your own game where you did shit. Feel free. One of the things he's doing well here is, like, you see he's, like, sticking to a target and just staying with that target, right? He's not letting that target get away from him. He's not losing his focus onto a different target. Right now it's the Spider-Man. He waits for them to basically make it not a problem for them. Discord link doesn't open to your Discord. It goes to the App Store. Are you on mobile? That's a mobile thing to do. Okay, we have ult. I'm hoping we pop. There we go. Good stuff. Remember, we are red fighting blue. Unfortunate we didn't get a reset. That's okay. Forcing them to play this ball back here. Hook, hook, hook. Ah, unfortunate. How do I send the VOD code? You got to get through match history. Okay, so far so good. Like, nothing fancy has happened. It's just been solid, right? He's staying behind his tanks. He's positioning correctly. He's using his abilities. He's being patient. It's working, right? Okay, we've fallen back here with the team. Love that you didn't overstay there. A lesser man would have overstayed. A lesser man would have hung out. Playing a little aggression here because the team's letting you have this space for some reason. It's probably because of the Venom in the back line. Where's our hook? Maybe we're saving it. Let's see. Don't pop, 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 don't pop. No, you're not going to get anything with this. Oh, you actually did get one. Oh, that's right. We're red. Yeah, we're red. Sorry. I'm used to seeing the floor bits and seeing, red. Enemy. Yeah, but we're red. True. Bully. Excellent stuff. Went for the splash. Didn't quite find it. Keep throwing damage in. Yep. Just farm that ult back up. Good. See how he's playing aggressive? Look how he's playing aggressive. Look. Chat. Look at it. Look at it. It's ugly, isn't it? Look at it. See how he played aggro there and made space for his team? What's up, Superboy?
I always come back.
We W key when we have advantage, chat. That's how we win games. It's a difference. I hate it.
With the amazing Spider-Man.
The thing fucked me up. Right? You made space. That's all you really are going for. Oh my god, pop it, yeah. Rough. They like perfectly like made a little circle around where you're gonna pop. That's unfortunate. So a good DPS is basically being active and useful overall, inflicting damage. Exactly. It's the idea of actions per minute, right? You're trying to minimize downtime. Like, okay, as an example, years, literally decades of playing FPS shooters has hard-coded my brain so hard to press the reload button out of combat that it's actually weird for me when a hero doesn't reload. Like, I've been trying to learn Thing, and it's weird for me when I press square and I'm out of combat thinking I'm going to reload my fists, like just instinctually. Right? Because that's like making use of that downtime, right? And it's so funny to me because I'll catch myself doing it and they'll be like, what am I doing? I don't need to reload my fist. Anyway. I always hit R as Penny too. Yeah. Make use of that downtime. Egoing a little bit here. I cannot believe you got away with that. His aim was awful. Punch him. He tried. Rough Bucky duel. Yeah, that was rough. Little over aggressive there. A little over aggressive. When do you want to pop Boltus Bucky? Groups or low targets?
Been knocked down before. Doesn't last.
DPS literally means damage per second. Yeah, what did you think it meant? Sorry, I'm confused. I have to replay of my replay code. Do I paste it here or send it via Discord? Yeah, paste it here. Wait for me to grab you after this though. Wait for the game to be over. Amplifier's good. Play aggro. Wish that rock was a little further forward. When you panic, your aim gets horrible. Yeah. Cycle abilities. I'd like to see a little bit more hooking. A little bit more hooking would be good here. We have ult, but we don't really have an opportunity here. Maybe to try to grab the thing. Try to go for hook, didn't grab it. Try to go for fist, didn't grab it. I think the fist was a little overly zealously used. Grab the thing, beautiful. Beautiful. Love that you're scanning your targets. Good, that's totally fine. That is A-okay. 2 kills is great. Yeah, I'd like to see him use hook a little bit more. Yeah, for sure. Quick question, how do you go about increasing survivability with strategies like cloak and dagger? Use your bubble at your feet more. And use your ears. And if you hear a flanker behind you, have cloak already out and ready to swap. Ain't nothing you could have done there, but 2 for the price of 1 is A-okay. You don't mind losing that game there. You're already super far in anyway. Double stun? Yeah, that's totally fine.
I always come back.
Well, there's so much you can do there. You got the point super far in. It's fine. Oh, got to the point just in time. Try to go for hook and whiff. That's okay. That Adam was bold. That was a bold Adam. Find the support, kill the support. Find the support, kill the support. Ah, I didn't get what we were looking for. That's unfortunate. Yeah, don't bother with that. Don't bother with that kill stuff. We're lucky to be alive. Find the supports, kill the supports. Find the supports, kill the supports. Are they winning or losing? They are winning. But they're about to lose it right here. There goes the Venom. There goes the game. Colors are messing me up. Yeah, they're red. Friendly team is red. But yeah, honestly, good game. Moving the point that far, it's basically a win. Is Adam ult or Rocket ult the most counterable support ult? Absolutely Adam ult. Yeah, 100% Adam. Alrighty. Where are you? There you are. I swear this does not skip the system out. Alright, here we go. Cloak and Dagger's right there. Nah. Cloak and Dagger's hard. Most DPSs have a hard time with her. Like that you're staying a little bit back. Okay. Careful not to overextend here. There you go. Good pull back. Got a Spider-Man behind. Oh, tragic, tragic. Try a slightly thicker crosshair, by the way. Just something to help you find it in the mix of red. Like literally like a white circle outline. Just something to give you some context. Still help a little bit. PK, I just fear Magneto and they kind of die. I mean, that's true. Okay. You have ult. You are very separated from your team. Good punch. Don't do it. Don't do it. Okay. I was really hoping you were not about to ult him. Crosshair bugs me because how small it is. Yeah. He's losing. I can tell he's losing his crosshair when it gets chaotic. Almost. Remember to lead the target with those. Trying to get back to the team. That's smart. Oh, you got it. Wow. Nice. That's absolutely a kill. Not what you're looking for. Good. Again, playing aggression. Good. That's what you want to see. That's what I'm talking about, chat. Play aggro. Get kills. Push forward. It's getting this in situations where he's stuck by a tank by himself. Yeah, he's a little far forward. He's a little far forward. It's just like right when the team fight, I guess would be the way to describe it, gets to about like its middle age, right? It's It's not like the end of the fight. It's not the beginning. It's somewhere in the middle. He has that problem. Like right there. Right there is where he's having that trouble. Every single time. He's too aggressive. Right? Like he lacks the patience that actually checks out 100% for
You thought I was going for good.
Sparrow. 100%. Yeah, he needs to pull back a little bit sooner and then push back out. He's going ahead of his tanks, basically.
So cold.
Guys, I'm getting me some canceled that clip. Spread the news. Okay, we have ults. Popping theirs. Enemy popping theirs. Wait for the ults to expire. Nito. Unfortunate. Oh, they did. They put everything into him to keep him alive. Good target prioritization. Go for the squishy that's off on his own. Good. 30 seconds. Enemy team is somewhat staggered. That Spider-Man's going to give you trouble.
Don't back down yet.
Careful here. I appreciate the dive on the support, but you can't be overextending like that. Now the game's so close to being done. Mag was incredible for that save. Yeah, and Mag saved your ass. Yeah. So he has the problem of being too aggressive. Right? His aggression is good, but sometimes it's happening too much.
Final score 0-2-2.
Just went and watched the clip. Misum, how could she even entertain the idea of associating with the green? I'm not even sure what clip is being said right now. Struggles with triple support. Yeah. But good. Great demonstration of the play aggro business. All right. Bye, tacos. You are up. Any other comments from anybody in the chat? Sparrow, do you have any questions? Mr. Taco. White Tacos has a gigabyte. Mods, stick him up back and shoot him. All right. 1 0 2 3 1 1 5 8 4 8 7 8 4 8 7. Oof. Again, Central Park. What is with this map, dog? Sparrow's dead. It's a good map. According to the comment section, not so much. All right, let's see what gets banned here. Okay. Bruce Spider-Man. Are we in gold? Bruce, Groot, Spider-Man, Iron Man.
The right heroes could make all the difference.
To be fair, Central Park is like the best map in the game. The other one's ass. Okay. Where are you? There you are. Namor, huh? Okay. See what you got. Sparrow fell asleep on his phone on his face? Yeah.
Stay strong.
My favorite theme for the whole game when you attack? Yeah, it's a cool theme. Alright. Namor offense. Let's see what you got. We have lots and lots of range. We should take advantage of it. Don't expect to see a lot of dive. Good positioning on that. kind of an awkward spot. That's okay. Remember, we are red fighting blue. Red fighting blue. I like that it seems like I think we're just holding the trigger. I do believe the trigger has been pinned down, taped down. I'm not sure what I feel about that. Yep, just splash damage in. Get what you can. Wait for an opening. Pop the squids. Go crazy. Yeah, I'm not sure how I feel about holding down the trigger all the time. I don't think it's like a bad thing, but I think it's like a not optimal thing. Great dodge there. Good stuff. Ult was a little bit forced. Seems like we just kind of panic popped that out. It's understandable, but obviously not ideal. Mr. Streamerman, who's had their games reviewed? Richard, Rack, Sparrow, Shadow, Bite, Taco. It was currently being reviewed. Okay, pop it down. Okay, good. Good. Yeah, Namor offense is interesting. Basically, you use your turrets to kind of like establish yourself. Oof. Oof. Damn. Basically a full wipe. That's rough. You got 2 points, though.
You cannot wash your hands of Namor.
Cool reticle, by the way. I like your thought. Yeah, follow through with it. So close. All right. It's probably good to be with the team, though. It's fine.
That is much better.
Hold on. I'm going to clear up what's going on between Benji and Leafy. There's a running joke within the Discord that the people who are like the recruit rank, the common rank, are like, how dare you talk to the peasants? You don't speak to them. Right? So that's what Benji was referencing. That was the joke. Okay? No, just chilling. Nothing, no malice was meant either way. Okay. There we go. He was joking about canceling. He knows. He knows. Good counter. Lead your target. Lead your target. Oh my gosh. Okay, here we go. Shoot ahead of them. Using that to kind of just get some stuff in. Extra bonus damage. You almost have ult. I don't like how out in the open you are. You are very much away from anything being able to protect you. And you don't really have a shield tank either. No, you don't have a shield tank. So, living dangerously. And we are not going to get punished for it. Good use of the ults. Good use of the squid. Good stuff. Good stuff. Yeah, I don't think holding the trigger on Namor is the play. It seems like there's a lot of time that you're wasting throwing the thing rather than getting the animation off that you're looking for. Barely gonna get this here. Oh, great stun. Love to use the high ground here. Good. What are we thinking, chat? I think the big thing is the lack of use of cover. I think he's staying a little too far out in the open. I think he's, the second use of the ult was good. Accuracy is about to be atrocious. Not that that matters, right? Mr. Misa, I kneel at your feet. I kneel at your feet and ask for bread. I'm starving. Yeah, come to me, peasant. The day of my daughter's funeral. This tragic time. You dare approach me. Get out of my sight. Actually, I think happens to shield. Therefore, it's a shield tank. He has some shield tank quantity. That word. He's trying to beat accuracy record by a DPS of a whopping 2%. Great block. Love that. Very creative use of that. Good stuff. Also, he's not holding back on his abilities. And because the enemy team doesn't really have any divers, it's not really necessary. Like, he's making sure that everything stays up. Using it basically as soon as he gets it. Ult's coming up soon. Find the squishy, kill the squishy. Find the squishy, kill the squishy. Find the squishy, kill the squishy. Good hit. Good hit. Remember, they are blue. Put pressure with that. Yeah, we do not want to be fist fighting a Magneto in point blank. Yep. That should have been our ticket to get the hell out. He is not letting go of the trigger, right?
You cannot wash your hands of Namor.
Down to 30
Okay, swapping over to Punisher. Similar role between the two of them. Different in their execution. Punisher's more just raw damage and tank kills. Obviously, Namor's the anti-dive. Using this to take care of the flyers, I see. This is not the right spot for a turret. Yeah, you're going to have a hard time getting anything with this. Unless the penny just stands out in the open for you. Got to shoot ahead of the target. Remember, this is not hit scan. A lot of not leading the shots in addition to spamming them. True. Who doesn't know the word of the term damage fall off? I mean, range. We got it. There you go. We're actually using cover here. It's a big turret. Yeah, that was not a good... Again, high ground. You know, for a character like Namor with his auto-aim squids, you really need to work on your aim with him, which I find funny. Yeah, definitely needs a little more practice leading shots. Definitely. What a rough push.
0, 2, 1.
Yeah, that was an absolutely, like, not stay on the low ground and keep shooting up. Like, again, we're seeing this issue of we're just kind of standing behind where the team is and throwing damage out. So what this forces us to do is it forces us to be in a situation where we have to land all of our shots, right? Or at least be really, really accurate to see value rather than using our positioning to get the value that we're looking for. You still in here, by the way, Bite Taco? Mind saying what the bot means when it tells my message has been devoted by moderators? It's been read by devoted and moderators, meaning that it's been looked at. All right.
I'm extra lethal.
30 seconds before you attack. Get ready.
All right, on the Magneto now. Okay, he's still here. All right, cool. Your healers are going crazy right now. The enemy team's not really pushing either, so this is fine. Yeah, just splash damage in there. Taking notes? Yeah. Like, your positioning in general, like, how your positioning works as a tank, which is why I think you're probably going to see a lot of value out of Magneto here, but not the greatest for a DPS. Like, it's going to do something, but it's not going to do as much as you could. Like, you're kind of selling yourself short, if that makes sense. We had no divers, so no shoddy. We're trying to add value to the team versus going for stats. There's a difference, though, right? Like, you don't have to go for stats, but you should be putting yourself in a position, like, play the chess game, right? Right now, you're playing, well, hold right trigger, but you're playing kind of just like, just shoot the target thing, as opposed to, like, what can I do to give my team an advantage here? At least that's what I tell myself, yeah. Okay, they're alone over there. Collapse that. Push that. Yeah, there's just a random invisible woman over here. Make her day miserable. Yeah, aggro. Two people split off like that. The rest of the team nowhere in sight. Aggro. Kill stuff. Thought Bite was the storm for a second. Got errored. Yeah, it always seems to spawn on the, or start the viewing on the person on the far left. Nice. We don't need Magneto ult here. She's a very visible woman, yeah. Get back to point. Good. Also the noticeable controller play. It's an interesting time to pop that down. Shield. Or not. Interesting. You just let the invisible woman take that. Did not use the bubble on the... We are not using bubble at all, in fact. Did not use the bubble on the Scarlet Witch. Popping ult down out of nowhere. Got 2. 3. Okay, you know what? It worked. Yeah, they don't really have anything that really, like, is used for a counter here. So, yeah, that's fine. He's too active, but he's also not active enough. Yeah, like, he's staying in fight, but he's not progressing the fight, if that makes sense. So I just made a VOD review for a random teammate I had in rank 2 and 11 and 13 on Widow. It's whatever you want, man. You're losing point? I was going to say, hello? Earth to red team, you're losing point. This guy's getting so many heals. Like, he is a sponge. Oh, bubble. Bubble out of nowhere. How many did that enemy Jeff get? Oh, thank God he got shut down. That's such a wasted bubble. Yeah, same problem with him. Magneto is like one of the most skillful tanks in the game. You cannot change my mind on that. You cannot change my mind. That bubble was absolutely wasted. We are not using the bubble to its full potential here. Ultimately lost. Would have liked to take away is what it could have done differently. Yeah. So, like, here, let me pause this for a second. How I would describe this gameplay right now in, like, the least derogatory way possible. Everyone's like, oh no. Bot gameplay. Like, how you're playing is fine, but it's just very surface level. There's nothing else going on here. You've got no schemes that you're brewing. You know what I'm saying? So, like, you're not moving the ball down the court any. You're just kind of, like, lying down on the field, which is a pretty good way to block a soccer ball if it's rolling, but it's not a good way to, like, get the soccer ball into the goal. Am I making sense? Taking quite a few points when I was mid-plat on this map by swinging through the side of Spider-Man. Yeah, the C9. Bro, the melee's not the call. The melee's not the call. It's so little damage. No. Stop. Stop. I'm dying on the inside. Stop meleeing. It's like 30-something damage. It's so little damage. Rose relying on his teammates instead of himself. Pretty much, yeah. Physically hurting to watch, yeah. Okay, we could ult. Got nothing. Be more patient with that. Ah. Don't rush your shot on that. Get nice and high. Get it nice and thick. Or at least just block for your team. That was a terrible ult. That's my controller. That button is sticky. Pause. Why is it sticky? I didn't answer before we continue. Why is the button sticky? I'm gonna, before we can continue on, I need to know why the button. Hold on. Why is the button sticky? Huh? You got something you want to share with the class? Doesn't that would have been viable a half a year ago? Trust. Yeah, true. This is an intervention, yes. I need to know why the button's sticky. Okay, we'll continue on. It's a new controller. The button shouldn't be sticky if it's a new controller. Your Honor, I present to you a case 1. It says it's a new controller, Your Honor. That means that the buttons should all work well. Not because of any liquids or anything that just started happening. Hold on, I need to pull up like a Phoenix, right? Hold up. Sure, you sure? Hold up. There we go. Your Honor. Court is now in session. Today we, hold on, wait. I actually have, hold on, let me find this. Hold on. This file. Here we go. I'm gonna pause the music. All right, Your Honor. Today I'd like to present to you a bit of an interesting conundrum. Bite Taco, who is currently struggling big time, might I add, in Marvel Rivals, is claiming that his melee button was stuck, Your Honor, saying that it's getting stuck down. I'd like to present to the court that he said that his controller is new, which, Your Honor, if you ask me, means that the controller should not have any failures or flaws with it. But we'd like to go from the defense now, please. So this is the teammate who looks up Emma's skirt. Yeah. No bail for goodness sake. Released it to the public. All right. Well, I don't... Like, it jams the clicking on it. Not because of liquids. This is a banger. All right, Phoenix, get back in the box. Shall we continue? All right, as we were. Objection, it's common to eat snacks as a console gamer. Sir, what snacks are you eating that causes a liquid stickiness? Hold on, wait. Hold on. Where's Phoenix? Phoenix, get back here for a second. Hold on, wait 1 second. Hold on. All right, that's the wrong button. This one. Yeah. Okay, and then we go here. Juicy drop pops. Honor, are you a Psylocke main? Yeah, hold on. Bite Taco, I need to know an answer here. Hold on. Who do you main? Who's your actual main? We've seen Namor, we've seen Punisher, we've seen Magneto. But this could just be a one-off. So, who do you actually main, Bite Taco? We need to know. The trustworthy maple syrup barrel in question. Based on the Namor skin, I'd say Namor. That's a valid point. Hold on, can I get Edgeworths? Let me find an Edgeworth picture. Miles Edgeworth. Hold on, I got this. Please be PNG. Yes. Beautiful. Okay, hold on. I got it. Oh, that's a little big. Here. And then I'll put him over here. Perfect. Okay. Based on the Namor skin, you're going to say Namor. Objection. That doesn't necessarily mean that he plays Namor. He could have just gotten the skin randomly. This could have just been something he picked up. Maybe he's picking up Namor for the first time. Maybe he got the skin from the coin renewal thing. Namor, Thor, and Loki. Sticky. It's the sticky heat and the humidity. The sticky heat and the humidity? In what world is the humidity enough to cause your controller to stick? And also, indoors? Maybe a she gooning for Namor. Ooh. We didn't even think about that. Hold up. Do you live on the jungle with the window open? It's Texas. All right, we're gonna have to look up the humidity of Texas. This is the only way to look up humidity in Texas today. Hold on, I've got a picture for you all. Not that. 1 second. All right. Hold on. He might have a point. The defense presents the humidity in Texas. I think that this is pretty valid. That's pretty. All right, let's zoom in here for just a second. 89% humidity. He might have a point. But indoors, that is the question. It also is raining in the area. It's also raining in the area. Maybe. Yeah, that would cause a lot of humidity. That would cause a lot of humidity. Jury, we're gonna need a verdict here. Hold on. Let me I'm gonna need a poll here. 1 second. This is not the right music. I don't have Pursuit anymore. This is not the right music. Hold on. Do I have Pursuit? No. Hold on. Let me see if I still have Pursuit. I don't think I do. I think I got rid of it. Yeah, I think I got rid of it. I have Gatto. I have the basic trial. I don't have Pursuit anymore. I'm so sad. That's the entire general area of Texas. Why would you get rid of Pursuit? Because I wasn't using it in videos. It was taking up space. Hold on. I can like download it real quick. Hold up. I've got this video downloader I paid for. It's like the best. Hold up. Ace Attorney Pursuit. Okay, here we go. Take it just a second to download it. Here we go. All right, I'm going to start a poll here. All right, we need to know whether or not they're innocent or guilty. Guilty of gooning. We've heard enough evidence. Has that downloaded? Did I paste it? What the hell? Downloads video, download the... Oh, just download the video. Okay, hold on. I gotta get the Pursuit music up. We'll play it for a minute, okay? Hold on, it's downloading. Sorry, give me just a second here. Actually, while we're waiting, I can play the Gatto theme. This is very important to understanding Marvel Rivals. You got to understand. It just downloaded right when I pulled this up. All right, are we ready? Chat, I need you to vote. Is this a minute? This is like exactly a minute. I need you to vote right now, chat. Is Bite Taco, I also spelled their name wrong, innocent or guilty of gooning? Their controller's sticky. The humidity is high. Claiming to eat snacks. Also indoors. I think Bite Taco voted innocent. I can't spell anything right. Don't worry about it. Know what I mean, not what I say. This is important to understanding how terrible you are at Marvel Rivals. Yes. Very critical. 15 seconds remain, chat. Who the hell is spending their money on innocent? And the verdict is in. It's a 50-50 split. It's a hung jury. It's a hung jury. All right. You're innocent until proven guilty. I guess you're fine. Congratulations on you've been acquitted. All right. So how about this Marvel Rivals, huh? My extra vote got it for tying. Yeah. I spent 5,000 burritos just to make it a tie. I mean, it was probably the best. I mean, you were trying to bring justice. It's the best points you've ever spent in your life. 7,000 on that. Yeah, and there were 500 a pop. Do the math. It's 14 people spent, or 14 times that was used. Okay. It took like 10 minutes. It was very important. Very important. All right. We're going high ground, but unfortunately, tanks are the only ones we don't want to go high ground on. Yeah, what is the game plan out here? Okay, cool. I'd spend 7K on that. I forgot we were watching Marvel Rivals. Yeah. You guys are just bringing justice. It's a very important thing to spend your points on. I'm just here trying to stall cart. Yeah, that's... Alright, let's actually focus back up here. I like that you're targeting the squishies. Enemy pop down ults. That's why they're running past you. That storm is so lit. Please shoot the storm. Oh my gosh. Frank would have just shot him, probably. Good use of the ults to keep the space. 4 seconds. Total waste. Our distraction got us killed. My Max brain crying is in seething watching this. All right, I'm gonna bring you. Can you get on for the call, Benji? I'll let you just rip out. Just let him have it. He's not focusing anybody. Yeah, he's just kind of standing there in stalling point. ADHD mag, yeah. You totally could have won it right there. That would have been it. Just right-click the floor. Don't jump on point. Don't just jump on point. You're going to die. That's how you die. This is where you die. You die right here. That's just existing. Yeah, like I said, like, as non-derogatory as I can say this, bot gameplay. How do you pick which matches to watch? First come, first serve. And subs. I'm in VC? Alright, cool. Alright. Alright, Benji. Give him everything you got.
First things first. Positioning. Please.
What about the
Use your
positioning?
cover effectively. It bothers the hell out of me watching you stand there and take shots from everybody.
Taking shots from everybody, you say.
Second, target priority.
Hold on. Let's pause on that for a second. What kind of shots?
Face shots, front shots,
All right.
back shots.
Yeah,
you name it, you took it.
Yeah, go ahead. Keep going.
Second, target priority. It's a pillow fight when you're just shooting a tank in the face. Shoot behind the tank. The supports will be there. They will take damage.
Okay.
Third things first. Your ability usage was abysmal. I only saw you bubble yourself when you could have bubbled your teammates several times throughout that game. For the love of God, you should almost never use your bubble on yourself. It is there to give your teammates 300 extra health to hopefully get them to safety. You have a shield with infinite HP.
All right. Anything else?
Those are the big things I noticed.
All right. This is, by the way, for anybody who doesn't know, this is Benji, who is our resident mag player. He's got a lot of time on the character. Lord has been on many of our scrimmages. He's a very good mag player. So anyway, what he says goes. It's good stuff. But yeah, I agree with all that. I have nothing else to add. Just blame the sticky controller. Oh, brother. All right. Shall we continue? Thank you, Benji. He was getting fed heals so bad. Yeah, he was absorbing heals. Let's take a look at these stats here real quick. So on our team, remember we are Team Red here. We ended up blocking 24k damage, right? Which is a lot of it was just straight health being absorbed. Our team healed us for, let's see, that's 20, 20, 40, so 46 with a little bit of change. So 46 total. That's a lot of healing going into that. So yeah, we were very greedy for the heals. Only 24k on the mag from half a game of mag is insane. I mean, true, he wasn't there for the whole time. But yeah, he was absorbing so many heals. So many heals. Alrighty, Benji's next. Who just came in and gave coaching. Now he's going to get coaching. Benji, go ahead and give me your number. Gotta leave now. See you, Electric Panda. Hope you enjoyed. Alright. Drop the number. It's only a 9-minute match. I wasn't even popping off or anything. Just solid survival on my part. Alright. Thank you, Cloak FX, for the sub. Are you looking to get in on the coaching game? I'll write you down. Where are we at in the list? Fresh, you are a ways down. You're probably not going to get seen today. Awesome, thank you. You're welcome. You want to tell me what place I'm on the list? You're after Fresh a little bit? No, you're actually a little bit earlier. I take that back. It's possible you're going to get picked up. Anyway. All right. 105 81753 81753 832 832. Alrighty, let's see what you got. I'll def work on my mags play. So I'm next tank to learn after Thor rework. I'm excited. I just started playing more mag. All right, cool. Yeah, it definitely shows you're starting out, right? Hop into the streams of free coaching. Well, if you guys keep supporting it, we'll keep doing it. It's kind of how we operate. And these happen Mondays and Saturdays, 5 p.m. Pacific time. Benji on the mag. We're going to get to see hopefully some really good mag play here. Because like I said, Benji's very good at the video game. Hopefully I'm not overhyping him. Strange getting banned is interesting. Storm, Wolverine, that's kind of standard. Emma getting banned, that kind of makes sense.
I'm not judging.
Didn't play mag at all. Oh, yeah, you swapped over to... Yeah. Mr. Fantastic. Read any size you need, Richards. See what you do. It was team up week. Ah.
A shield. Perfect.
For real though, where we're gonna see more Jeff bans. True. Can't stand Jeff's, man. Worst players ever. We banned out Emma Strange to kill him main tanks. I see. Oh yeah, you guys are almost a full stack here, aren't you? Oh, this is this is Scrims play. I'm seeing people I know on both teams. I didn't even notice that at first. Okay, interesting. Yeah, Scrims play. So this goes. Seeing Benji on Mr. Fantastic is going to be interesting. Let's see what you got. Remind the list a ways down there, Senator. Unlikely to be seen. All right, let's see what you got. Little overzealous out of your other tank there, big lad. Like what you're saying, kind of hovering around the door. Can be a little aggressive, but not too aggressive here. You still get that health chew through very quickly. There you go, jumping out. I like that you kept your spacing there. Good. I was going to say, let's make sure we start to use our grab ability there too. Not over diving. Good stuff. Brawling as we need. Keep your shields up. Good. Yeah, find the squishies, kill the squishies. Find the squishies, kill the squishies. And get out. Up with the nice, good stuff, good stuff. I'm only flat ice play with Celestials enough, yeah. Just a matter of actually playing the game, right? Most enemy teams are Celestials. Yeah, most of the Scrim teams are Celestials. Oh, I got gulped. That's unfortunate. Trying to see what we can, yeah. Let's see, what could we have done better there? Feels like we might have overextended there a bit. Like, it's fine that we dove in to do what we needed to do, but we should have dove back, jumped back a little bit more aggressively, set and planted our feet back. Right? They did use quite a bit. It was unfortunate Jevil picked us up with the gulp. Feels like a lot of skill in the Marvel Rivals translates to other games like Overwatch. Yeah, I mean, that's all shooters. It's all just tactics. Hyper aggressive for the first round. Yeah, way over aggressive that first round. Like, it kind of worked out, so it would have been easy just to shrug it off as just like, oh, well, something happened. But if we would have been able to protect our team better, it would have been good. I'm hoping you save your ult for inside this building here. Just barely got out. That's not your job. Leave her. Got it. Nice. There we go. Unfortunate. No kills off of that. It's crazy. Pig called it out. It was only supports in the room, so I went for it. Yeah. It's unfortunate that you didn't get that. It's crazy that it didn't kill. That absolutely would have thought that would have killed. Okay, so you can only get so much. Ult coming down. Punish the hell out of it. Good stuff. Aggro, aggro, aggro. Yep. Good. Yeah, good plays overall. This was just like the team working together well. The one time you overstayed your welcome, you got punished for it. I've never seen the icon on that. You guys see that? There's an icon on the Super Soldier thing. What the hell? I've never seen that before. Yep, and deserved it. Yeah, for sure. For sure. There's an icon stuck on the game screen. It's just there now. What is happening? It's just, this is now a permanent fixture of the screen. What? Found a new bug, y'all. What the hell? That was weird. Hopefully it goes away when we close the game. It's our friend for the rest of the game. Hold on. I need to make sure that nobody is alerted or scared of this weird graphical error that we're seeing here. So, hold on. Let me make sure I've got something here so that we're not, you know, too drawn off by this. All right, so make sure everyone's still on board. And then just a second. I can take care of this here. Okay, perfect. Here. And here. Okay. Make sure you all are aware. Right? Just make sure nobody's scared off by this thing, okay? All right.
Strong defense.
This may be one problem I can't solve through brain power alone.
When's the next free coaching stream? Probably Saturday. All right, let's see what you got. Exchanging blows. Ooh, that's a great pickup. Yep, good. I like that you're pushing forward a little bit here. Again, you are a pseudo tank. Find the squishy, kill the squishy. Find the squishy, kill the squishy. Jevil picked you up again. Yeah, Jevil's kind of been the bane of your existence thus far. Yes, gas pedal, go, go, go. Almost went for the grab. Very close to getting that grab. My geek-ass Thor gameplay was gassing himself up, no spoilers, okay. Yeah, just so you all are aware, the little exclamation point's on my screen, too. I don't know what it is. All right, let's see what we got. Careful here, not to overextend. Good, you pulled back. Do more swiping, by the way, with your punches. Just a little bit of left and right. Ain't gonna get nothing here. Just use that to walk fast. Don't walk into the ult. Oh my gosh. Ults, pop your ult. Yeah. Should have popped the ults. Bust them up. Give your team some room. It's unfortunate. And we got the long run back. Like the skin, by the way. You'll see where I used my ult, okay? Yeah, that would have been a good time to pop it. Think of it like a Venom ult. keep the push going a little bit longer, keep it alive. But we'll see. Tried. Yeah, it's unfortunate that his damage is so low because you can only really do so much. Your team's pushing right. Find the sports, kill the sports, find the sports. Again, Jevil gulps you. Again, he gulps you. Mid puff up. Huge grab though, huge grab. Good, use that ability, good. Tried, I died too quick. There was warning signs that there would have been a good time to pop it beforehand. But, you know, it's okay. We could play a little forward here, where Piglat is. Yeah, play a little forward here. There's cover right there. Devils are ace, don't disrespect. Just pointing out the obvious. Another opportunity to pop bolts. Not gonna use it now. Ooh, almost got the healing. Almost got the healing. Yeah, we held ults too long here. We held ults for far too long here.
I'm not ready to give up yet.
It's okay, we have it again. Let's see what we can do. Use of ability is good. I don't know if I've seen you use your team up. Has he used his team up at all, chat? I don't know if I've noticed it. Tenchi's a professional ult holder, yeah. Cover the ground. Get closer. You've got cover. You can move up. You can move up. Take up the space. You brawl tank, not anchor tank. Now again would also not be a bad time for the ults. Oh man. Admittedly never used the team up. Yeah, I haven't seen it use it once, and it is huge on this character. Yeah. Huge value on this character. I always forget about it. Bind it to your reload button. That way you'll use it by accident. Big missile and no team up. Yeah. Hey, we got the ult.
Why when I get shows the coaching?
When will I get coaching? Gumbo, I can put you up on the list now. The subs bump you the list. We should be able to grab you. Hey, and another. Thank you, mini apple pies. How you been doing? All right, let's focus up here for a sec. Big puffed out mode. Double grab 2. Can we get more here? Find the squishies. Kill the squishies. Find the squishies. Great use of that. Good survival. Good survival. Don't worry about that. Yeah, good. Don't worry about the tanks. Find the squishies. Kill the squishies. Find the squishies. Kill the squishies. Okay. We're doing a good job surviving. We're struggling with the killing. The nice thing about Mr. Fantastic is that we can kind of just throw our aim around and it works. You know? I'm off the list now, aren't I? Probably, yeah. Pop the ults a little early. Little early. Okay. I think it's going to work out, though. The fear factor alone shall carry. Good job. I was stalling for my team to get there. That's literally what I was doing. You know, for sure, right? But you can do both. You can do both. Hello, Frozen Orange.
Hello, how's it going?
It's going good. Have you seen our friend?
Our friend?
You're not watching stream.
Oh, you mean the notification icon in the middle of your screen?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is still there, by the way.
Why is that there?
I don't know.
Happened?
I don't know. Roll hold salt for 200 years, and then uses it twice to get in the final fight. My goat. That's my teammate. It's a great stall on my part. It was a good stall. Yeah. So yeah, overall good. I feel like it was just like the lack of kills on your side there. Obviously the low damage too. indicates that there could have been a little bit more target prioritization and stuff. But overall, your patience is good. I think the last point was the one that was kind of the struggle. But yeah, good overall. Good. If I'd given up, I literally had said, nah, I got this. Oh.
Well, if it's Benji, just gotta say, you can't boost his ego since he's just gonna throw it in your face. You know?
True. Alright.
Yeah.
Gumbo. And mini apple pies. Mini apple pies, you looking to get coaching today? Or is you just subbing? Just to support the cause. And even if higher, go off peak rank, right? Do you know where I'm on the list by chance? Yes. So it's Crota, Cloak FX, you, and then Apple Pies. Alright, so Crota. Icon's gone now. Hooray! Alright. Crota. There we go. Okay. I think we could have won this match, but I fully believe that Star-Lord sold for not switching. That's a hard sell. What you got? 101 230 230 60856. Symbiotic surface. All right. Think you're gonna get to me? Probably not, Cappy. There's a lot of people ahead of you now. Where I'm on the list, almost the bottom up bits, quite a bit down. Myself. Give me just a second here. Niece, I'm sorry to ask again, but when's the next coaching stream? Again, Saturdays, Mondays and Saturdays. So when we stream this, 5 Pacific time, 5 p.m. Pacific time. So roughly about this time, Mondays and Saturdays. All right, Crota, what is your name in game? There you go. I see you, Crota. All right, cool. Seeing some Iron Man. Let's see what you can do. Oh, switching over to Widow. What a choice. Okay. Got a balanced team. Basically 2 tanks. Got the damage here. Widow is a tough sell. Let's see what you do. Alright, here we go. Ooh, starting off strong. Good crosshair, by the way. Again, this thing of, like, shooting and unscoping. I don't understand it. It makes me nauseous. Love that you're taking your time. Okay, well, I say that. Yep, picking up the flyers. You are an excellent answer to flyers. Don't force it. Don't force it. Take your time. Almost. Take your time. Slow down. You miss most of the shots you rush. You miss 20% and 60% of the shots you rush.
That topped me off. Thanks.
Gotta go, y'all. Hope you have a good day or night. You too, Upbits. Ooh, a Punisher team up. Okay. You have ulti. Lots of fight on you here. Careful with your tanks. Your tanks are down. This is just a lot of, you know, shooting the flyers right now. We're rushing our shot in big time, and we're also not positioning ourselves in such a way that doesn't make it just easy for the rest of the stuff to try to clean this up. Thankfully, your tanks have been carrying and doing a really good job of keeping aggro off of you. But if we're going to just basically be firing with the team, outside of that initial push, we need to make sure we take a different angle. Slow down. Slow down. There you go. Again, don't be in the main lane here. Everything's getting popped. Looks like you're on controller, and it looks like you're flicking around too much. Might be worth either lowering the sensitivity. Yeah, you're rushing your shot big time, dude. Slow down. Slow down. Now you can spam. Again, we're just fighting this main lane here. We're not going to get anything past this. Like, we're just going to continue to throw our head at the wall here. We're basically preying on a lucky headshot, right? And barring that, it's not going to happen. Am I making sense? The chat has gone really quiet.
I'll finish the job this time.
Tandy needs help.
Nice upgrade, Frank. That topped me off. Thanks.
Good, we've slowed down a little bit. We're doing a little bit better. Trying a new target here, that's fine.
Time for punishment.
Yeah, it's just a lot for Flyers is rough. Yeah, it's a lot of just kind of standing still and shooting targets. This is a bad position for you to be in. You're close up to the Flyers. Nice, good cleanup. Ooh, crazy. Crazy you got that off. Oh, crazy shot. Crazy. Clips. Insane clips. You clearly have the skill. You clearly have the skill to pull the stuff off. Set yourself up for a bigger advantage. Literally, as soon as we broke up our where we were engaging from, we're not just shooting down with the rest of the team. We immediately started seeing some success again. Oh, clean her up. Oh, she's so lit. Ah, good clip though. Great clip.
Extra lethal feeling.
Following up, just throwing damage through. Okay. Good stuff. Careful to overextend. Yeah, it was nice. That was real nice. Good kill, good kill. Aim, take your time. Oh man, you're your own worst enemy. You are your own worst enemy. You go for these flashy shots and stuff, and like, oh man. Good. Good. Yeah, you seem to be the best off when you're doing your stuff with your kicks and stuff, right? That's fine. Good stuff. Yeah, you've got the skills to back this up. Just slow down just a bit. Position yourself a little bit away from the team so they're not just getting shot all at once. Okay. Yeah, because when we stack up and make our approach so obvious like that, it just leaves us liable to get either picked off, shot, or splashed. Good, yep, okay. That's all you're looking for. Yep, good change in the target prioritization. Not run into the team. Yeah, it's literally as simple as that though. It's like when you're grouped up with the team, you take splash damage, you die. That has been a consistent problem. Or you're just like not contributing as much as you'd like. Any commentary, Uwu?
I am not up to date.
Not
like
following.
You're delayed on
right.
So, not much to really say.
Aim is there, but
I'm
some of the
also-
positioning isn't. Yes, exactly.
Widow is operational again.
Apple Pies, are you looking to get coaching? You subbed. If you've got time. Okay, yeah, I see that. Never mind.
Hey, I mean, I'll take some coaching.
Who the hell makes you think you deserve coaching?
I could throw money at you.
That is true. I am also running out of time. I might have to set people for an MVP for next time, because we're very quickly running out of time.
I'll finish the job this time.
Because I've got a hard cap that I've got to cut this off at. I can't go long if I wanted to.
Not gonna lie, I don't know what you ran at a Emma in diamond form.
He's going for the kick.
You have yeah, he was going for this kick, but Emma was also in diamond form.
True. So that time, weren't with the team. Like, the team wasn't set up. Being off and, you know, on a separate angle is good, but the team kind of has to be there. Otherwise, it's still a 1v6. I think it'd be better to take an off angle on Widow or shoot from the back. It really depends. But if your team is, like, set up and established, probably off angle. Right? If you're pushing the zone, you stay with the team or whatnot. Got face down, chased down by that fantastic ult. Yeah.
It's very dependent on how much attention your teammates are taking.
Exactly. Yeah,
Because-
you're trying to not pull aggro,
Yes.
or at least
Because
not pull
if
aggro
you're-
in the traditional sense.
Yeah, because if you know you're gonna pull aggro immediately, then you probably should not be flanking or going
Well, not
for
flanking,
some
but being in that
your
off
angles.
angle, right? Like if
Yeah.
you're in a position where you could get, you know, dove or exposed or whatnot, right?
Yeah.
All right, let's see what you can do.
Capture the mission area. Got it?
Doom is a powerful magic.
Again, the triple flyer team.
Goonette, no. If you want to join the queue, you can, but there is no games actually going on. We are spectating.
Yep,
We're
watching, giving some pointers.
Yeah. Not teaching.
There we go. Good, good,
My
good.
brother, you've got to calm down your aim.
Again, it's like as soon as you slow down, dude, you're so much better. As soon as you start taking time with your shots, it's so much better immediately. You gotta jump back. Yeah, unfortunate. Overstayed your welcome there a bit. Overextended just a little bit. Those are the two big things. How we're positioning is just far too bunched up with the rest of the crew. It's good for if you're pushing out zones and such, but you can accomplish the exact same lines of sight, or at least very near it. While still being more of the cover and safety and such. I'm glad you didn't run straight to point. I'm glad you went for the high ground here. And you immediately forfeited it. Why did we bother?
Yeah, since I'm not up to time with you, it's hard to know what you're commenting on.
Yeah.
I'll see it in a second, though.
I needed that.
Yeah, I gotta say, you gotta be a little bit more focused on your enemies, not just yourself in
Versus
this
what?
situation.
So we haven't won.
Like, I don't know the best way to put this, because you're fighting a Mr. Fantastic and an Emma Frost, so your kick is not going to be doing anything this match.
Right, but that's more of a defensive tool. Again,
Yes.
the positioning is killing us here. Like, we poked that corner, we held it for too long. Again, we're just like right on. We need our tanks. The problem with Widow is that she is a force multiplier. If the force is already set to 0, you know, it ain't gonna matter.
Not after everything I've been
Right?
through.
You need a team that's already doing okay to give you the space you need in order to accomplish your job. If that space isn't there, it's just, it sucks.
Or you could be absolutely fucking crazy at the game.
Most people are not going to be able to pull that off.
Yep. Oh, got stuck on the lip. I feel that. Some of the geometry in the game could be weird.
This is a time to swap. We've pretty much just immediately dropped down thrice in a row.
So
It is
we
time to
haven't
swap
won yet?
off. Pop ult and swap. Hella probably would be a lot better here. Something that's more just strict damage. The fallback's good. Good. Using your cover to your advantage.
If you want to turn off your brain, you can just play Scarlet or something.
He still needs to counter the flyers, though.
They can counter the flyers as Scarlet.
That's much harder to do.
It is harder to do, but you also have some abilities.
Okay, we're alive.
First kick, second kick.
Okay. Yeah, again, like that was good. That was good. I feel like at this point we need to swap though. We have no space to work with here either.
Back.
Widow is operational again.
Another flyer would also not be bad here.
I unleash the
Get that high ground. Yeah, there you go. Chill here for a bit. Don't forfeit this right away. Okay. Ended up getting it. Oh, no, never mind. Unfortunate. Yeah, so I think you should have swapped a while ago. Again, positioning is a huge problem. We're so glumped up with the team. The handful of times that we actually pulled back or got a different angle, it immediately went better. You've clearly got the skills for it. Slow down. All right, let's see. Yeah, and it's tricky because they're like, oh, well, we got SVP. And it's like, yes, true. But it doesn't mean we couldn't
But
have
you
been...
can still improve.
Yeah, it doesn't mean you still could have been better, right? Like I said, you clearly have the skills. Anywho. Good stuff, though. Overall, not bad. Alrighty. Crota's done. Cloak FX, are you out there? Can I join? We're doing it in a list. We're reviewing games in a list. You're not going to be able to get seen today. Had Ultron at one point, which was really good to punish the other flyers. Then he got off for some reason. I think it was strange. He probably just wasn't seeing the success he was hoping for, right? Wouldn't have been bad for you to pick it up as well, right? Because Ultron kind of is a DPS. So sad I got here within 1 minute in the stream and I'm not going to make it. I'll put some stars next to some people who I've seen several times. Alright? And I'll make sure that they are at the top of the list coming into the next stream. But, yeah, if I stream more, realistically the solution is that I stream more. Anyway, Cloak FX, are you out there?
More.
What's up?
Or I could stream more.
That's true. But nobody likes you, you know?
Definitely, yeah.
Okay.
You can keep saying that.
I'm sorry, did that actually offend you?
No.
Are you sure? Okay. I knew it. Hey, emotions aren't allowed here. Get the hell out.
Ah, damn. I forgot. My bad.
Alright, Cloak FX is not popping up. Gumbo, your turn. What are the chances I get seen? Senator, not happening. Not happening today. Yeah, I want to try to get through as many people as I can, but, I mean, obviously people sub, right? Gumbo, are you out there? So I'm going next. Jojo, no. You're a ways down there. Might be here next stream, okay. Gumbo. Going once. Going twice. Alright, moving on. Apple pies? Hell, some of you guys might get seen. People aren't showing up. The odds are looking a lot better now. Alright, Apple pies, you want coaching?
Don't show them. Is Apple pies even here?
Did people give money and leave? It looks like it. Looks like they were just generous. Alright, there we go. Thank you, Apple pies. Again, even if you don't get seen, I'm hoping that just, you know, being able to get some pointers for some of these characters is helpful. Again, even if it's not the character you play.
Yeah. And also, we're not professionals, so...
I am. I get paid to do this. What do you mean?
You get paid to do this? No, you get paid to be a clown on stream.
That's true. But At the same time, we'll say that I am helpful. Is this is this a 6-stack or is this? I don't recognize the names on the opposite side. Is this a scrim? No, this is just a stack.
No. Yeah.
Okay. Interesting bands. Just Pig Devil and me? Yeah, okay.
I'm not judging.
Alrighty. Pies on the penny.
What Loki has
Come on. Give me the game. There we go. Here we go. Dashing in. That's just for the mild speed boost here. Getting deep, deep, deep. Okay. Immediately establishing. Excellently done. Good stuff. Second set here. Putting some pressure on him. Good stuff. Excellent penny play. We saw this when we were watching the bot series. They immediately established their spider nest, right? And it got down so quickly. Like, they were set up in a flash. Our penny nest went down. It's okay, we got the other one. Nice, still getting kills. This is excellent penny play. Dude, the holds on this are insanely good. Getting our health back with our passive. Ult's coming down. Yeah, focus down. I'd like to see some mines pop out here. Enemy lost it. Pop ults. Yes. Dive it into the back line. Push it into the back line. Good stuff. Yeah, put that damage where you can. Counter up their own. Out of the line of sight. Good thoughts with that. Trying to put it right behind them so the enemy's supports run into them. Really getting what we're looking for here. Resetting. Falling back. Seeing if they can clean up the last kill. Do you have to pay to be coached? Nope. Technically free. Paying does bump you up in the list, though. Gives you priority. Unfortunately, we had like 6 subs this stream. So, it's been all paid. Well, not all. That's not true. You should call all really good mains John Connors is a reference to the bot series. Protect your minds, yep. It's unfortunate. Yeah, like, just look how long they've held this out here, though. Love the preemptive drop down of the web to potentially protect themselves from the Emma ult. Time to pull. Yep. Good stuff, dude. Good stuff. I did join command right at the beginning of the stream. Why do people have disposable income? It's only like $5. I don't know if I call that disposable income.
Well, can you burn it?
That's fair. That's fair. Fair argument. Diving in.
Look, if you can burn $5 without batting an eye, that's fine.
Oh, Penny's ult being terrible. Figure A. Penny gameplay is expiring. Yeah, like, there's so little to talk about here. It's just like, yeah, this is very good. Oh,
yeah,
nice.
Apple Pies is a very good scrimmage player.
Yeah,
so.
Apple Pies is frighteningly good at Penny. This is bullshit. This income is not disposable.
Look, just commit tax fraud and it'll become disposable.
True. Have you thought about committing tax fraud in order to sub on TDT? If you haven't, then you're not trying hard enough. You clearly don't want coaching.
Yeah, clearly. Clearly you don't own an air fryer.
Yes, you must not own an air fryer. Just realized this wasn't this game I wanted to send in, but it's fine. I mean, you're doing great. Again, unfortunately, I don't have a lot to say. How many characters do you recommend to play? 4. 1 tank, 1 DPS, 1 support, and then 1 other in that area. Get good at those 4. Or like whatever area you want. 5, maybe.
Or you can main 1 person, hopefully Spider-Man, and we ban you from the stream.
True. True.
This isn't my first trip through the multiverse.
That's not a rule, that's just like a moral principle.
Yeah, yeah. Portal from behind, interesting. That's yep, I was gonna say, get our mines down. Good stuff. Kind of an interesting spot for that. I don't know if that's gonna get anything. Focusing down the enemies. Spider nest there. Good cycling of the stuns. Good stuff, good stuff. Jump back to point. Start setting up round 2. Yeah, the unfortunate thing is because Apple Pies is doing great, I have nothing really constructive to say. It's just like, good job. You know? Like, again, the placements of everything is smart. Using the webs to extend it out so you don't have to put the nests in an awkward area. Careful here.
This is gonna hurt.
Unfortunate. Recovering it. Letting it be. Okay.
We make quite a team.
Resetting.
Us against the world.
You're up, little one. Time for some fireworks.
Careful here. Pulling back. Okay. I was a professional shoutcaster this game. How do you recommend countering Penny? As Thing to stop being cannon fodder? I mean,
Whoa, girl.
if you're playing Thing, you're playing into the counter. There's not a lot you can do there.
I'm counting on you, friends.
Thing lacks the tools necessary to shut down the mines. Don't forget that you can punch the mines, though, like the actual arachno mines. There was a convoy map that had some flanking I forgot.
I'm just saying, if you hate Penny Parker for some damned reason, play Squirrel Girl.
Well, yeah, just play something with range. Doesn't necessarily be Squirrel Girl. I mean, Rocket, Iron Man, and Hulk. What do you recommend to be my 4th? I would. So you've got a dive tank. You've got a sustainer poker type DPS. Stop. You've got a Flamemaker support. Who do you play the most? Would be my question. Digging in here hard. Good stuff. Setting up new mines, getting everything kind of going here. Okay. Trying to see if we can get it to him just in time. Run it through. Good stuff. Got the 1. Looks like we're not going to get the other. Good grab. Great grab. Is Q closed today or is it still open? Yeah, we're closed. Thank you for asking.
Hey, I mean, if you donate, the queue can be open.
No, I've got to go after this. We're hard cutting it after this. You mostly play Rocket? Okay, so you're mostly a support main. I would go for probably an off healer.
I'd say Ultron, since you already have the flying place.
That's true. That's not a bad idea. Yeah, I agree with that. Go Ultron. Gives you some options for flexing DPS when you're on the support anyway. Nice, good stuff.
Yeah. If you want more of a main healer, I'd say Cloak and Dagger is also a pretty easy one
I'd
for
go
me.
just something simple like Luna. Yeah, I don't have a lot to say. It was just really good gameplay. There are so little mistakes in here. You played excellently. I know Wolves always annoying, even into Penny. All flyers then annoy. AoE with Squirrel Girl, yeah, for sure. His specific question was regarding how to take Thing into Penny, which is like, yeah, that's just a losing fight.
Oh, yeah, no, that's just a losing fight.
Yep. But yeah, I mean, you did really, really well. You did really, really well. All very good stuff. Is it the one with the person that was raging in chat the whole time and through our game? Am I next? Gumbo, there you are. I was wondering where you went. Yeah, assuming the game is in 20 minutes, we can grab you. It's a 20-minute game, so IDK if I wanted to send that one. That's valid. All right, Gumbo, I need a replay code. I've been learning dive DPS. Oh, boy.
Oh, boy.
5-2.
Now there's, like, a few characters, but I'm betting it's Panther.
3. All right, let's see what you got. Hole. Okay, I'm not going to be able to do this full game. I can do half of it. Would you rather me see you on offense or see you on defense? And main tank? Yeah, I'm not going to be able to do this whole game. I have 10 minutes, and I got to hard cut it off. Whatever's fine, okay? All right, what is our in-game name? D1 Hater 909. Can't be hating on D1. Come on. That was the good one. Okay, playing. All right, we are. All right. I still consider Magic a brawl, but you know, with some flanker in her, but like brawl. Oh, I think it stands for day one. No, that's Destiny.
You sure it's Destiny?
It's absolutely Destiny. Of course, it's Destiny. What else could it be? Wrong.
Day one. Wow, it's such an open mind.
Let's see what you got here. Not our time for that. We're looking to kind of step into the team with our ranged attack there. I know you're kind of looking for the backline, but just don't bother. Like either stick into the backline and kill this thing that's diving you, or make yourself a problem to them. Okay, decent dive. In and out, good stuff. Time for some magic. Yeah, let's see what you can do. I'd like to see you re-engage more frequently already. Already you're weirdly slow. Good. Like, again, you've got the combo down. Just do it more often. You're set. Go again. Good. Good.
Alright, some mental damage you can do on magic is to stalk your prey before you're doing it.
Stop playing so passively. Yeah, 100%. Like, I know you're waiting for cooldowns, but, like, get in there. Thankfully, everyone you seem to be coming across is either not paying attention to you or damaged. Have to go. It's a good stream, though. I'm glad you enjoyed, Lone Pug. Sorry we couldn't get you, dude. It's a lot of you. Yeah, I don't know what the play was there to just throw something at the sniper. Turn our back to the sniper. Again, thankfully his aim is garbage. We're going to get away with it too. Yeah, that was questionable play. He's got you cornered now. Yeah, we're like weirdly not taking fights where we should be. We're so close to being like superb. Got all the time in the world in this back line. Find something, kill something, almost have ult. Wait for the team.
Oh my gosh. Why did you use both the disc and the dash to get over there? You could just use the dash. You don't need the disc.
Just style points. First time joining stream. What's up, Quim? Quim? Cumin. Nope, Cumin, not Quim. Reset to the team. There we go. Okay, most of our team has taken an L. Need to reset. The ult's not gonna be good here. Yeah, this is our time to hole. There we go.
What you should do is you should pop demon form and go right in.
Do not listen to Uwu. He's the voice of non-reason.
Use your ult. You can solo them.
Now is an okay time to use the ult because the squishies are exposed.
No, it's not good. You gotta orb. You gotta make sure it's the one
Good.
uses you.
Take it deep. Take it deep. Good stuff. Good use of the ult. Who is the Agent of Chaos? Yes. What do you say is the hardest character to learn? To, like, learn is
Scarlet Witch.
Hold on 1 second. Hold on 1 second.
No, don't stop.
There we go. Anyway, as we were, probably Spider-Man. To master is probably Widow.
I got silenced, chat.
We'll try to target the Hawkeye if the opportunity is there. Yeah, for sure. Like any of the things that are in the back line. Like there's so many good targets here. Jumping back. Good call. Yes, good. Pop forced out the ult. That's so fine. That is so fine. Reset. Come on back. Good hits. Ah, unfortunate. Again, got huge value there. Huge value. We do not mind that. Also play a bit of Black Panther at the end. So you can watch that bit too. Alright, it was in overtime. Sure. Yeah, we're going to get just you on offense here. You mean at the end of the game or at the end of this push? Or the end of this offense? Taking pot shots on the supports, I see. Into the game, okay. Taking our time, being patient is good. Yeah, put pressure on that tank. They're way out of position. Please kill them. Ah. They're so far out of position, dog. That's crazy. They're so far out of position. Find the supports, kill the supports, find the supports, kill the supports. There's a lot of passivity here. There we go. Find the kill, find and kill, find and kill. Yeah, enemy ults, unfortunate. Yeah, we're giving the enemy too much time to like re-establish themselves and adjust to us. What rank is this, by the way? Who's the first person you played the game for the first time? Punisher. I knew who I was gonna like.
I mean, yeah, you play COD.
Listen, I'm an old man. I don't have time.
He is old.
A couple weeks ago. Fair. Calling back for the portal. Okay. You see Big Gun, you like Big Gun. I like the characters that encourage mechanical skills. And Punisher does that. He encourages, like, just the fundamentals.
I encourage watching videos on the second marker.
Good. Good target prioritization here. Yeah, force out the ult. It's fine. Short, a close second, by the way, was Psylocke, who, again, I also have named. Or, Lord. What? We're just like keeping the Luna away. Okay. Good. Damn, those support ults, bro. Those support ults. Just farm ults here, yeah. Diving into the back line. Yep. Punish that tank. He's super out of position. Good job. Yeah, just stay in the aggro position right now. Press your advantage. The enemy team's going to be resetting here. You do have ult. Yeah, look how much freaking cart movement you're getting here. Ooh, those look like something you could kill. We're jumping down. Say we've got to be popping Dark Child here. There's so much downtime. I think that's my biggest issue here, is that there's a lot of downtime. Like thankfully your patience is being rewarded. I'd like to see just a little bit more like footsies, basically, right? Test the waters, go in, go out, you know, draw some fire, make them keep you as a threat. Outside of those, like I'm going back to the back line to try to get some value. Let's jump here towards the end, because there was a Black Panther swap towards the end, they say. Can't find the game, but it looks like high GM, low Celestial-ish based on the players. Think you can target the tanks a little more for ult charge, and magic is good versus the 2 shield tanks, maybe sticking with your shield tank a little bit more, or with your tank a little bit more. Potentially, yeah. Yeah, it just feels like there's a handful of times some kills could have been either pressured a little bit more or just outright cleaned up. Alright, see what you can do.
30 seconds before you attack. Get ready.
I'm one above all. Nice. My main as a tank, but I've been wanting to learn dive for DPS in general. Yeah, like your patience is really good. I just think you need to be a little bit more on it. There's a handful of times you could have pushed your advantage just a little bit more. Basic combo so far. Aim is good. Time to reset. Yep, get the hell out. Use your dash. It's fine. Yep. Spear. We need to wait 2 seconds. Good eye watching your ult here, or your abilities. That's not our target. Find those. Yep, there you go. Unfortunate.
I'm gonna skate out on that.
Okay.
You have a good look for the rest of your stream.
Sounds good. Yeah, Gumball, your patience is so good. It's just the fact that you're willing to wait for your cooldowns to come off is great. There's a handful of times on that magic game I'd like to see a little bit. Don't you see you stab people not going for a long walk? I mean, as long as you're continuing to move the point, right? It's incredible. No one's put pressure on you up here. Not a soul has put pressure on you up there. It's crazy, dude. They're just letting you have full reign. Full reign of the space down here. Tremble before bastard. Good reset. Good reset. Good hit. Good hit. Didn't quite get our dash. Yes, we did. Yes, we did. Nice. Good stuff. Get that damage down. Very good. Very nice. Black Panther is king after a full reign. Probably the norm for him. Yeah, fair. Should we just go for enemy backline, help us frontline, still get heals? Nah. I disagree. Black Panther wants to live in the enemy's backline. And unfortunately for the enemy team, they kind of let him. So he took advantage of it, and it worked out. Yeah. The Black Panther gameplay, I don't really have a whole lot of notes on. Like, they just let you do what you wanted to do. You waited for your cooldowns. You positioned yourself well. You were within range of your team. You did everything you need to. Magic, I would like to see just a little bit more aggro. Just a little bit more aggro. There's a handful of times you're just kind of waiting for something to happen, which I know you're waiting for your cooldowns. It doesn't mean you can't apply some pressure out there, especially with some of the cooldowns that you do have. Anywho, y'all, thank you so much for joining me here today. I will put some stars next to some of the names here that I have seen a handful of times. Thank you guys so much for joining me. We're going to be going over for anime night, so if you'd like to join us for that, join over on our Discord. We're going to be getting that taken care of. It's a good time. We're watching free run. Should be fun. Thank you for everybody who supported us financially today. Very, very appreciated. In the meantime, here, everybody, you can hear my Discord going off here. All right, let me get this pulled off. In the meantime, here, everybody, bless your faces. Deuces.